Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God. Can't wait.
Amen.
Can't wait. Well, I was all ready to do the second part of Tyler Oliveira, decriminalizing drugs, every drug. No, country. He investigated a country that legalized all drugs or decriminalized all drugs, which is Portugal. We need to get into Portugal a bit. I will be doing that tomorrow now. But after Flax's interview that I went live with last night, Flax came on afterwards, and then he says, "Oh, I've got something you can kind of cover if you want." I'm like, "Yeah, what?" And he's talking about he says, "Do you remember in Misinformation Agents?" He goes, "Oh yeah, that weird sound when it came on the show there a couple of times." Like, yeah, he says, well, he tried to investigate Dave Beverley's career. And I says, listen, he tried to tell us that Dave was just a sweeper-upper. He was just a janitor at N.A.S.A. That's what he tried to tell us. And it's just like, I mean, I don't know him personally like a lot of people. I believe every word he says, you know what I mean? He's a nice guy, you know what I mean? He's a man of God that's working with the Holy Spirit. And like Michael just said a minute ago in chat that I didn't even know this, that Sean Hawkins trying to do a debunk video on Jesus Freak Computer Geek. And,
I saw that. I watched that before we started.
Well, he's put the link in there. I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to see that. So that link will be going into my watch later list now because I've got to see that. Oh, Michael! Oh, it's Michael's own video.
Sean put.
It's Michael's own video.
He puts that on Sean's page where he supposedly debunked him. It was a blank page. Had nothing on it at all. Empty.
Well, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched this video. I haven't watched this video. Flat said to me, I said, what is it then? Is he investigating the wrong person? He says, you'll see, just watch and see. I says, okay then. I won't bother watching it, which I don't do with the videos before I do them anyway. So I thought, go watch it first. I thought, nah, even in the description, I said, nah, I need to save this with you guys, you know what I mean? So I didn't even want to see it.
Personally, what I think Sean was trying to do was make up a page where it looked like he was telling lies. He was trying to make his own webpage for Brian. He was trying,
surprise me, man. It wouldn't surprise me at all. No. Anyway, we've got 4 in. I'll wait for a little bit to see if anybody else comes in.
Who else is all in here?
Well, we've got Flatsoid said hello, but that was at 4:44. He's at work. Yourself, Michael's in chat in a minute, but he'll be going off to work, I reckon, soon because he's he's working with Hampton for all that, man. And Jimenez is here. That's about it.
I see him.
In a minute, yeah. So we'll just
Captain Caveman.
And Captain Caveman. Sorry, Caveman. Sorry, Caveman. Never mentioned you. Captain Caveman's been coming more regularly. So yeah. I can't believe I didn't see his name. Sorry, dude. Yeah, we'll just wait a few more minutes. We'll see if anybody else comes up before we go on. It's only a 22-minute video as well, so like I don't know how triggered I'm going to get. I don't know how much I'm going to laugh. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
We might finish it quickly. I don't know. If we finish it quickly, I'll find something else to do. But I mean, I didn't download anything else just in case. That it's going to take a while to get through. I don't know. It's only a 22-minute video, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be a little bit to understand them because I found it hard enough to understand them in Flatses that night. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
he thinks this is all a joke to him. That's what I get out of it. Yeah.
Obviously, it's like when everybody started subbing to him that night, I was like, I ain't subbing to him because I'd already checked his channel, and it was like every single like thumbnail was of a taking the piss out of a flat earther.
Yeah.
And he had flat earthers there with wigs on and all that kind of stuff, dressing them up in. Yeah, I'm like, nah, I ain't subscribing to him.
So it's all satire with him.
Yeah, it was bad enough that I stuck to Luch, you know, but yeah, not anymore.
Don't say the word again.
Oh, it doesn't matter if he comes in. I'm not letting him in. I let him in last night to Flatses because he was quiet. Because it was just because it was a watch thing, and he couldn't go to Missing. That he didn't go to that guy who interviewed Flats because he didn't have a link for it or anything like that. Flats didn't do it live, so he must have seen my notification come up. And let's try PJ. No, but he come in, and I said, don't say. He didn't say a word the whole night. He didn't say anything at all. I didn't even hear his voice until after Flats was interviewed because he said in the private chat, "Can I stay? I just want to say hello. Can I stay?" I said, as long as you don't derail anything, because we're barely talking here. All I'm doing is greeting people as they come in and saying a few things here and there, but not much. He says, talking, I promise. I said, you won't be because if you do, then I'll just put you on mute, which I kind of did. I kind of did just out of safety's sake, you know what I mean? I don't know if he knew he was put on mute or not because he didn't talk. But I took it off mute for a little while. After a while, because I thought he ain't trying to talk, you know. So yeah.
There was something. I was on TikTok today, and I was going through a couple of my videos, and there's like flat Earth debunkers on there, and they're doing 2014 arguments still. It's crap we've cut through, and they're trying to use like the light, the speed, the light of speed, and the distance to the stars as their argument.
Speed of light, wow!
And my question,
of light.
Yeah, my
yes,
question.
The speed of light. It's very, 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 very fast.
Well, if you ask Whitson, it's already there. It's the medium it travels through. Everything's light.
That's it. Is there a speed of light? Does it speed of light implies it travels?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't travel anywhere. It's just got a limitation. I don't think it travels. Like if I shine the torch here, and then start running, will I beat the torch or will the torch always beat me?
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not that fast, dude.
Well,
you're
exactly.
not the Flash.
Because the light's always there. You know, it's not. It's like okay, all right. If I shine the torch, you know what I mean, or what is it? How long will it take to get over there? I mean, if I leave now and then someone shines it later on, will I get to that distance before that torch? It's all just stupidness. It's just a limitation. We don't know what light is. As far as we know, it's just a limitation on it. I don't think it travels anywhere. It doesn't. It just doesn't travel. It's just light. Just lights up darkness. That's it. Does darkness travel? No.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Is there a speed of darkness? So why is there a speed of light if there's not a speed of darkness?
You gave me a name for a title for a channel, The Speed of Darkness.
Speed of darkness. There you go, dude. That's a good. Bless Michael. Nice one for turning up, dude.
Later, Mike.
Nice one, man. Take care, dude. And I'll see you Monday, probably Monday, Tuesday-ish. I think you said you're back Monday. Bless, man. Nice one, dude. Nice one. I'll take a look at that Sean Hawkins video. Do you know something I'm saying? I haven't seen it. Once I put it on, I bet I think, oh yeah, of course. One of them. Yeah. Right. We'll go.
Good day.
5 people in chat. Get another couple of minutes.
Oh, there was something else I did. Oh, I was looking at your girl's TikTok too.
Oh,
Did you
Vicky's.
buy? Yeah, did you buy her a ring?
Yeah, I bought her a ring. I bought her a ring months ago.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't see it till I looked on TikTok. There it was. Like,
Yeah, that was a few months ago. That's engagement. Well, the thing is, I bought her engagement ring years ago, but that
nice.
ring went missing. So yeah, that was the newest engagement ring. She got that a couple of months ago. I don't know. It was probably about 3 months ago now. Maybe not that long. 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. It was She broke it already, and it got a little split right underneath it. It's white gold as well, and it was a fair price.
Mhm.
It's got this little split at the bottom that needs to get fixed, and we ain't got it fixed yet. And we had it over here in my flat to get it fixed, and we totally forgot to get it fixed. So she's so her finger feels bare without it, so she's put it back on until we get it fixed. So don't blame her. If she wants to wear it, she can wear it, obviously. I mean, right, I'll get this video up ready. Like I say, I haven't even watched any of it at all. I haven't got a clue what he does to research. I haven't clue what he says. I just know what Flat said to me. So we'll see. Yeah.
We're going to get a laugh out of this, aren't we?
I hope so. Exposing the flat earther who worked at NASA. Here it is. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Here it be.
First of all,
right. So this is it.
Yes.
What we got in 7? We've got 7 in it in a minute. Let's do it. Let's give it one. Let's give it one more minute, and then we'll just go for it. Like I said, guys, I haven't got a blooming clue what he's going to say at all. I don't got a clue I know what the guy tried to tell us in Flats is that, right? That he was just some kind of sweeper upper. I mean, I don't even know Dave's job title that he had when he was in NASA. I just know that he was no janitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the interview with the plumber. That he wasn't even a plumber with Nathan and the guy in Antarctica. Everybody tried to say he was a plumber. He was this. He was that. He was a heating tech. Yeah, and he was just down there looking for the midnight sun. He didn't see it, but they tried to discredit him by saying that he was just a plumber.
So a plumber can't look up in the sky and say, "Oh, there's a sun for 24 hours." I tell you, plumbers so stupid that they can't look up in the sky and say, "Oh, there's a sun for 24 hours." I tell you what, plumbers can't be that silly because plumbers have made more money than me all my blooming life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Over here they make 30 up an hour. Huh?
Yeah, plumbers and gas plumbers make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. I want the stupid one to come over and do my plumbing. He can't look up at the sky over 24 hours and see the sun. He's an idiot.
Actually, it's a good idea, Michael. Before we go into Dave's one, we'll go into the Sean Hawkins one because that's only 5 minutes long, and
it's short. Yeah,
that'll give people a bit of time to come here. Good idea, Michael. Yeah, let's play it. Let's get that one. Oh, actually, let's just go to the link again.
There you go.
Let's go to the link again. I've just got to go to my watch later and let's I don't need to. Good idea. Good idea, Michael.
Every once in a while, you have one.
Every once in a while.
It'll hit you. Yeah.
Aye, that's the one.
Oh. You ready?
Absolutely. Let's just put it up, make it big. And take that off, take the mute off. Let's do it. Let's look at Michael debunking. No, let's look at Sean Hawkins debunking Jesus the Computer Geek.
Yeah.
And Michael laughing at him.
hey everyone, how's it going?
Yeah, Michael looks like he's in trouble.
I were going to do a sock name and shame, but I'm going to have to name and shame the king of socks, Mr. Hawkins. So not only does Sean troll me and call me a moron and a liar and I'm dishonest, but now he thinks it's all right to move on to people I've either shared the channel or...
Michael, is that Sean
you
Hawkins?
like that?
Is that a Sean Hawkins Todd, or is that a Sean Hawkins cigar? Yeah, I think that's more
I
like
would
a Sean
smoke it.
Hawkins Todd. He actually looks like the Christmas Todd from South Park.
Yeah. Howdy ho, Sean
Yeah,
Hawkins
that's
here.
the one. Sucking my chocolate salty balls.
I've talked about
Oh,
them,
God.
and he thinks it's all right to go and troll them and call them liars and frauds and names. And so, time to call you out, Sean, my friend. So we all know
That's
Sean's
awesome.
triggered because Earth's flat and there's no evidence for his silly ball, and he can't prove his silly ball. So he does what he can only do, and that's attack, call people liars, call them frauds, call them cowards because they don't want to debate him. Why would you want to debate a complete moron? But anyway, that being said, he said that there's somebody in Flat Earth community, somebody who I happen to know well, who did work for NASA and is a Flat Earther, and Sean being Sean, he don't like it. And Sean being Sean can only do what he does best. So let's just have a quick look at this post. So this was a community post by David Beverley, aka Jesus Freak Computer Geek. And it's in reference to, obviously, a post that Sean's posted. Sean Hawkins, at Flat Size Perspective, mentioned this fraud at Jesus Freak Computer Geek in his live stream. He claims to have worked for NASA, but there is zero proof that he did. And as you can see from his own website, there is no evidence there either. And he's linked Jesus Freak Computer Geek's website.
This is going to be good. I haven't seen this one. Wow.
But what can you expect from a feckless liar?
Go on.
Wait till he clicks on the link, you'll see.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And there's nothing there. It's like an empty page.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
And let it ring through the land.
And then it shows, well, I don't know what it shows, a blank page, no information. So, yeah, let's go to Jesus Freak Computer Geek's website and we'll see if Sean's being honest or dishonest. So let's go to Dave's website, jesusfreak.com.
That's Michael on his badger fingers typing his keyboard a year ago. I could still hear it now, Michael.
So this is Dave's website. Shout out Dave, love you. Links for your channel and website will be in the description. So Sean says that there's no evidence on this website whatsoever that Dave ever worked for NASA. Now, that's either a lie, Sean, or you don't know how to navigate a simple website. So this is a school day for you, Sean. So you see this one here, about Jesus Freak Computer Geek. Click on it. Scroll down the page. See this bit here? This is for the doubters. Now, I'm sure you didn't have brain power to manage to get this far into a website, Sean.
Wow, how could he not have? How could he say he investigated or looked at it, but didn't even check the bit for the doubters? Wow. Because he didn't. That's why. Because he didn't check it. He surface skimmed something, and it was probably the wrong bloody thing.
Click on this is for the doubters. That'll be you. Oh, and what we got here? Some pictures of Dave when he worked for NASA. Some pictures of Dave when he travelled all that world while he was working for NASA.
And there's no doubt that's Dave. He's just a little less grey. That's all.
Yeah. So why would he try to slander Dave so bad, dude, so fast without even checking it? He's automatically thought he was a liar, right?
Well, not because he thought he was a liar. Just because Michael said it at the start there. Sean Hawkins probably didn't even have an inkling. Didn't even think he was a liar at all. Had no any kind of inkling that he was a liar because he's not. He did it because he knew that Michael had a friend that worked at NASA, so tried to debunk it. So obviously he didn't think that a flat earther could have a friend that worked at NASA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in other words, Sean's just stupid. Yeah.
I don't think he did it to debunk Dave. He did it to debunk Michael, I think.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
dumb.
Ridiculous. Well, probably both. But he didn't like the fact that Michael had a NASA pal, a friend that used to work in NASA. You know.
And NASA doesn't lie about anything, dude.
No, of course not.
Some awards with his name on. What's that say at the top? The National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Yeah, let's like, yeah, I can't blow that up. Obviously, it's a bloody video. I'm trying to blow up like so I have to blow up the page. Right.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. I don't know if it will. It might a little bit. Aha, there we go. You can see it a bit better. There you go. David W. Beverley. Let's see if I can even bigger. Let's see if it. Sometimes it just won't. Doesn't matter what you do, it just won't. Ooh, right, yeah, it just won't go bigger. So it just won't give you that view.
So he's trying to prove that he.
You can see the name and you can see the NASA. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's trying to dox him or undox him to work at NASA. Is that what it is? Like, well, I mean, if he worked at NASA, he worked at NASA. You can't take that.
Well, you're on about Sean, or you're on about the guy?
No, about Sean. About Sean. Yeah, Sean's trying to debunk this guy. That's what he's trying to do.
Well.
Or, yeah, like he trying to make him look like he's a liar to begin with. He's lying about flat Earth and working at NASA at the same time. It's just stupid. Yeah.
Of course. Well, what is Sean? Apart from stupid.
Yeah, but what makes him an expert on these things? That's my question.
Well, nothing. Himself thinks he's an expert just because he thinks that flat earthers are stupid. I mean, he's so stupid that anti-flat earthers have nothing to do with him, and globals have nothing to do with him.
I'm gonna put it this way. You remember refracted curvature?
Yeah.
John, yeah, he says it this way. Nobody.
Well, I know Hammer from refracted curvature. I don't know John as much as Hammer, but yeah, I know who you're on about. Yeah.
Yeah. He says nobody makes it flatter than NASA. If once you start digging into their math, everything that they reference is flat for thousands and thousands of miles.
Of course.
Yeah. They can't get any angles to anything to point out where they are unless they start at the equatorial plane and work it flat, dude, as far as they can. Yeah, it's nonsense.
Of course it is.
Anyway, but being flat's stupid. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that's it. Simple as that.
It's NASA, isn't it, Sean? And then
there you go.
There's things like
you can't deny that's Dave. He's just a little younger, a little less grey. That's all.
Yeah, I've only talked to him like once on the show.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. He came on one of the flats. He came on flat stream. Don't you remember?
He's been when me and Michael did a stream on Michael's. He was on that. He's probably with Michael a few times. He was on His Word is Truth when the channel me, Michael, and Paul had together. He's been on mine as in StreamYard and in the chat, but he hasn't been on as a guest yet. You know what I mean? Because he's busy. He's busy, you know. But he's look. People know him. People know he worked at NASA. There's no doubt in it. I mean, like you said, this is not a fake website. You know what I mean? And Sean couldn't debunk it, so obviously Sean is hella good since then as well. Sean holds a grudge about bloody everything because he can't debunk sugar. Sugar.
Sure, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was about to say the other one, but
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to say things, especially when I shouldn't be. Sometimes it comes out, but
if you were monetized, I could see you're really worried about it.
yeah, no, it's not. It's not about that. It's just like me. I just don't. I try not to swear at all. I know shit is not really a swear word, but unedifying language, it's still unedifying. So I try to do as little as possible, even though I still rant at trolls and stuff. Can't help yourself sometimes. As much as I can not swear, then I won't.
Well, the question is,
in general, I don't swear. I don't like Vicky when she swears. I don't like when it. I mean, she's getting a lot better, but I don't like it at all. I don't like. Even though I just don't like.
No CUNTs.
Oh no, definitely. I hate that word so badly, so badly. Oh, I've never liked it. Never liked it. And I've said it. I've said it myself, but
Yeah,
just
I know.
think about it. It just reminds me on look 70s like porn movies that I've seen. It's just certain words that used to use it and stuff like that. And I think porn's disgusting. You know what I mean? And when I was younger and seeing these porn movies and they said words like that, and it's not about the word, it's just the word itself, is what they were going to do with that word and all that kind of stuff.
I got you.
Just disgusting, vile language. It's horrible.
So back on topic, right quick. I was going to ask, does he look like a plumber there? No, but the other guy said he was just a low end.
Yeah, a low end.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, probably like a handyman sort of thing.
Well, let's see what he does too. That's going to be funny.
Well,
But if you click on it, it'll take you to a N.A.S.A page and it'll show you a picture. And I do believe Dave's there.
Yep.
And his name's there.
Yes, it is. Dave Beverley.
So there's no evidence on this website, is there, Sean? I call you out, mate. You're a liar. You see, Sean, in his tiny little mind, can't accept Earth's flat. He's triggered by it. So he has to project his own traits onto people. He has to call them liars and cowards because that's who Sean is. And thing is, Sean.
Ooh. I don't know if I'll get away with that because this is a video for Michael. It wasn't a live stream. It's a live stream for me. That's a song. It should be okay because there's no video with it. But
yeah, you're talking through it too, so.
Yeah, it should be okay. It should be okay. I was just thinking, right, let's just get to the end of it.
They're going to hit you up for that 12 cents?
You're fighting against truth. Truth is your enemy, and you're always going to be proved wrong. I've proved you wrong more times. Flatzoy's proved you wrong more times. Many people keep proving you wrong and wrong all the time, and you just keep coming back as though you're always right. But anybody with half a brain or a slight bit of common sense, a critical thinker, can go and look into these things the same, Sean. They don't need you.
Sean telling lies, Sean telling lies.
Mr.
Hockley tells lies. He keeps telling lies. Tell him lies.
Does his nose grow every time he tells a lie?
Oh, Pinocchio does it. Oh.
I saw a little short. They were Pinocchio and what's his maker's name? They were out in the woods and they ran out of firewood.
Mm.
And he started, well, Pinocchio, there's no trees around or anything. We need more wood. And he grabs an axe, and then Pinocchio starts lying existentially about everything, and he just started cutting his nose off to make firewood. He hates this. He's cringing every time he cuts a piece of his nose off. It was bad, dude. Whack.
Let Michael talk this up.
To go misrepresenting. It's about time you scuttled off into your little hole and stayed at it where, because you're a moron. You've got a lie to bluff.
That's a globe Earth.
Lancaster, California.
Nearly some Gordon Ramsay on that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was.
Yes. So let's add Dave to the stage. We're back down to 4 again. Jermaine's
No.
last thing he said was 5 minute long video, 2 hours talking later. Yeah, no, that was just Michael's video put on where putting on the Dave one. Add it to the stage. What happened to my viewers from 7 to 4? What's going on?
Yeah, I even shared this video twice on Facebook, and I got a comment on one of them.
I don't get many in the morning. It usually takes about, we've been on half an hour already. But I don't usually get many in the morning. And I suppose it depends. Monday it's always Monday morning blues. You don't get many people. And most of my British viewers, they're probably working. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Afternoon usually a bit more, and nighttime there's even more. You know what I mean? So
everybody over here is asleep, dude. That's all I got to tell you.
That's it. Everybody over there's asleep, and everybody here's up going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just like doing it in the morning. It just gets me up to do something. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go like if there's not many people here. I'll just do the video with Dave, and you know what I mean. I'm not going to go in for hours and hours. But let's get it up now because if people ain't coming, they ain't coming. Simple as that.
Gotcha.
Let's just add it.
One has gone out.
Right. Let me get rid of my banner so we can sit underneath.
So why'd you go purple?
Oh yeah, purple's my favorite color. I change colors every couple of days, but I tend to end up going purple and plum and all that color. The rest of the colors are a bit too bright and stuff. It's a spectrum, but when you go to like reds and blues and all that, they seem a bit bright. I don't mind putting up pink for Vicky now and again.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing. The other day we were on QE Live, me and Flats, and Sean came in, I think, just before I got there, and he was calling QE a coward and a liar.
Okay.
Calling him out. He does it with everybody, dude. If you don't debate him or answer his questions right away, you're a coward and a liar. You're a coward and a liar. He's got one MO, dude.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, he doesn't debate. Once you start debating him and he hasn't got a blooming answer, he goes quiet and and then that's it. Goes in a huff and pretends his mic doesn't work. He doesn't debate.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. Yeah. So why would you go around calling people out if you don't debate?
Oh well, he does debate, but I mean, when he gets to debate, once he doesn't have an answer, he just doesn't.
Crickets. Yeah.
I am not saying anything, Flats, until you give me the answer to this. He's give you the answer already 100 times, dude. He's not going to change it just because you don't like the answer.
Well, his answer is right. That's what you're saying, or his.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what he thinks anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's see what kind of research this Misinformation Agents gets up to. Again, Roger, just stop me, man. Just stop me. There's only 4 watching. What's going on?
Side of the earth and taken a picture. No one.
Oh, that is the beginning. Right. Okay.
First of all, no one has gone outside of the earth and taken a picture. No one. That's a fallacy, okay? I was a leading technologist at NASA. I engineered a number of technologies during my tenure.
So that was his job title, leading technologist, and he was trying to save what, a glorified what? Handyman or something?
Yeah.
Is that what
it's like a glorified handyman.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does. We'll take a look at it.
Goddard Space Flight Center.
So we put a data collection, a ground station down there in McMurdo. I personally went there. I designed a robotic tape array to collect the data.
What happens when a man goes on shows claiming his past proves the earth is flat? Well, flat earthers lap it up without question.
I'm sure you guys would agree that if you're planning something like Walt Duffy's trying to plan, and then someone that used to work for NASA for a few.
See, Fieldoid's perspective. See, he came on Flax's the other week, pretending to be all friendly and all that. I'd already been to his channel as soon as I seen his name, and it was like this. It was like this. Fieldoid and all that. It wasn't Fieldoid there. I didn't see Fieldoid, but this type of stuff.
I got you.
Flat with dresses on. Every single thumbnail was to do with Flat Earth, and he was pretending to be, oh yeah, I'm just here to see what's going on and have a laugh and all them things. And yeah, dude.
Yeah. So how did he fail? That's my question.
Yeah, what fails? Yeah, but people call him Failzoid because of his demonstrations and that. The Vanity Flat Earthers will call him Failzoid. They think it's a funny version of Flatzoid. How inventive, eh? How inventive. From
Well,
Flatzoid.
the reason he goes to paint because he's trying to talk to children, dude.
Oh, not just to paint.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm talking. Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about his actual demonstrations. If you go to Flatz's videos before he did live streams, he's got lots of demonstrations. Lots.
Yeah, I've seen them, and I don't see a fail in them.
No, none whatsoever.
Years actually did engineering for supposed satellites and stuff. Comes and says, "Yeah, it's actually flat. It's not a globe." I think it makes you think.
I'll move us every now and again if there's something we need to read. You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha.
Absolutely.
That would take me off guard as well.
Oh, I see. So he's doing flat circle jacking. Is that right? So you can hear Luch's voice, but he's not in the picture. Flat circle jack. Is that right, dude? But you came on to be a nice friend to us, did you? You came on wanted to be friendly with us, but you go behind our back to say flat circle jack and all that. Guy's just a numpty. And I hope you know what numpty is, Mr. Whatever you're saying. Yeah. Well, we've spoken to Dave personally. He's a good friend of Michael's. He's been on Flatz's. He's been on Michael's. He drops by mine every now and again, and yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Luch, without a doubt. So, wow, because I stuck up for him, we're a flat circle. Because I stuck up for him, it's a flat circle jack. I was telling Luch how we personally know him, and then this is us just taking Dave's word for it because of saying how we personally know him. Wow, amazing how you correlate that.
Yeah.
Mental.
Like them, I'm here to reveal the truth from reality's perspective. A perspective Flat Earthers hate, and therefore...
See what I mean? He can't, he can't, that's the type of things I've seen on his thumbnails. Flat Earthers with big, huge, horrible eyes and that. I mean, that's a nightmare, that is. I mean, it's Witsit, so it's sometimes a bit of a nightmare. Nah, Witsit's all right. I just don't agree with him on a lot of things. I was joking about, but that's beyond a joke. He's an idiot, this dude.
Yeah. We are diving.
No, I mean, it's just. I mean, it's not. He's just turned his eyes upside down and made them bigger. That's what he's done, isn't he? Or put them in the wrong way around.
Well, here's what I'm going to say this. What kind of crew doesn't stick up for their own?
Well, exactly.
And it's not like we're trying to pick a side. They're picking at us, and we're standing up for ourselves, and they're trying to make us look bad in the process.
Mm-hmm. But this guy, he came on Flatz's and saying, "Yeah, I just here for a joke and see what everyone's saying. We just have a laugh, and I like to learn and all that kind of thing." And then,
so you got to pull that knife out of your back.
He came on so aggressively saying, "Well, what is this? What is that?" And then when he wasn't getting anywhere, when we was putting him in his place, he was like, he was trying to be all friendly. He thought he could come on and just be a dick, and it was going to be taken. Misinformation agents, dude. Oh, dude. Actually, let's do it legitly, dude. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how young you are. I don't know how fit you are. I don't know how big you are. Let's have a boxing match, misinformation agents. I would quite easily box you. I would fight you in the ring with my both hands and legs tied behind my neck. Tied behind my neck. And I would still beat you.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah. Maybe a slight exaggeration.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 legs tied behind my back, and I will still beat him.
He's gonna do Witsit now.
Well, I think
he's
he's
on
going to go through a few of it by the looks of it.
Into how flat earthers will believe anything to back up their outrageous claims. They parade.
What? Tommy? Tommy? Who the hell's Tommy?
I have no idea.
Oh, don't tell me he's been researching the wrong dude. Oh, Don. Don't tell me he's got to say that Dave's real name is actually Tommy.
Yep. It looks like it.
A level 5.
That guy doesn't really look like Dave, does he?
Junior flight engineer. What? Well, let's see.
You should look it up yourself. See if you can find a Tommy that's a junior flight engineer at NASA.
Yeah.
This guy around in their debates, insisting he was an engineer, held major positions, and even worked for 6 months in Antarctica. But what's the real story? Let's find out. Meet Dave Beverley, also known as Jesus Freak Computer Geek on YouTube. He is a biblical flat earther who uses his NASA background to make people listen to him. But really, he is just a musician and a tech supporter at most.
I say, brother, Pastor Will, I'm not trying to discourage you in what you're
And your proof being misinformation agents. What is your proof of them just being what was it at most? What did he say? At most? I was a musician. Technician. Yeah, right. What was the actual words? Let me just see what he said again.
And that's not Tom.
Listen to him. But really, he is just a musician and a tech supporter at most.
Oh, tech supporter at most. Musician. Yes, he is a musician. Yes, he does play instruments. That just makes it. Usually musicians playing instruments. Usually, not everybody is in bands full time. Usually a musician is extracurricular. Extracurricular. Do you know what I mean? A pastime, usually. You know what I mean? Especially people that play in the church and for the church, but for the church group, usually is extracurricular. So couldn't have Dave done something apart from being a musician? No, not musician. He is a musician. Sorry, I'm doing that because the other guy. Sorry, Dave, not that one. Take away the quotation mark. Sorry.
They're trying to do it like a Professor Dave, because Professor Dave's not a professor, but he did go to college, but he failed at what
he did. Yeah, he did.
But this guy actually worked at NASA, though. See, that's the point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Like he says, so obviously he never checked out his website for the hater for the doubters as well. He obviously didn't check that bit. And check out the photographs that Michael showed in his website, because that photo is 1999. They ain't fake, dude. They look like normal photographs. Nothing dodgy about them. Analyze them. Analyze them, Mr. Information.
Yeah, that one that said Tommy on it looked fake to me.
Oh, that's on the thumbnail. Maybe it's a Mr. Lovin type joke thing, no, from the movie. Mr. Love, what was it again? It was Josh Rogan and all that anyway, but Mr. McLovin was in it, and maybe that type of situation joke. I don't know. But
but when people watch this video, they'll think that's
Tommy. Real. Tommy is never spelled right. Thomas is spelled with an A-T-H, yes, but when you shorten it to Tommy, it's never Thommy. It's never Thommy. It's Tommy without the H if you shorten it.
Yeah.
Say, brother, Pastor Will, I'm not trying to discourage you in what you're about the endeavor you're taking on, but I do understand, and I see that there's a lot of information that you don't have. And being that I've actually been to Antarctica and I worked for NASA, okay, for 12 years, and the people like to say I cleaned the toilets. Is that true?
There you go. There you go. People who like to clean the toilets.
Well, Duffy's laughing at him too.
He says it here though.
I have cleaned toilets in my own house.
Many people have cleaned toilets, but not for NASA. Yeah, rubbish, man. But did you see the face? Did you see the child's face he had to put over Pastor Duffy? Just to take this out of Dave. Wow. I mean, Dave, even the way he talks, you could tell a liar when they're talking. In general, you can tell a liar when they're talking. Dave ain't lying. Dave ain't lying. You could tell he's not lying. How much stuff does he do for flat Earth and for scripture, and with how busy he is as well? I mean, he's wrote a book about the AI, the oncoming flood of AI, or the incoming flood of AI. Oncoming flood of AI or flood of AI. I can't remember the exact title, but it's about the flood of AI. I mean, I've got the blooming book. I should know the name, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I went over to Duffy's final experiment site today, and I sent him another message. But I was looking through his videos; they're all like mainstream surface video. He didn't research anything. He's just putting up like posts about like August Picard and the mainstream media coverage of him and stuff like that. He didn't research anything. And he's puking up, regurgitating what the media puts out. He's just making it so he can get hits and likes on his webpage. He's trying to make money off of that.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man.
Duffy is a clown. Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I want me to go to his church, man. He's not answering me back yet. Still waiting.
He's the one that invited you over to present yourself. As soon as he knew you were in Flat Judge panel, he says, "Tell you what, you come here this Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. whatever, and I will give you. You can present your evidence. You know, do a presentation." But he said that
he's making a show out of it.
It's all got it in lives. It's all there, so he can't deny it. You know, and you shouldn't make a proposition like that if you can't honor it. If you come on and say, "Oh well, I couldn't get a hold of the guy to cancel," well, you shouldn't make a proposition to someone you can get a hold of.
Yeah, he's not gonna like me when I'm done. If I get down.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
House of Shirley, but nonetheless, I was a leading technologist at NASA. I engineered a number of technologies during my tenure at Goddard Space Flight Center. Anyway, and that's what took me to Antarctica, was a technology that I put together.
He repeats this information to show he has authority because he worked at NASA. By doing so, he commits the false authority fallacy, even if he...
Yes, but you're just giving speculations about why he's lying, if he's lying, which he's not. I mean, if he's lying from your point of view, you're. Go on.
That's not what that means, dude. Because you work for a place that you're not appealing to NASA authority. You have inside information, and you're revealing it to the public. It's called whistle. That's the word for it. If you know they're lying and you work for.
You probably put it down to nepotism next. You know what I mean? Or you must have had loads of family there. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. We'll come up with any excuse.
He's a conscious objector.
So he's making an authority. What he's trying to say, misinterpretation. That's what it should be. That's what it should be called. Misinformation agents.
Well, he's not really doing he's not appealing to a fallacy though. He's not appealing. The fallacy is not. It's not an appeal to authority. He actually had an inside track in NASA.
How can you appeal to authority? How can you appeal to authority? How can you appeal to authority when it's himself he's talking about?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And he
for authority. You know.
Yeah. He used discernment and he figured out they were lying. So how is he appealing to NASA as an authority? He's not. He's
Yeah.
calling them out on their lie. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's pretty simple. So what's this guy gone about? He has no case for what he's talking about.
No, I think what he's trying to say is, this guy's trying to say what Dave's doing is he's trying to make an authority out of himself to appeal to.
Because
I
he
think
worked at
that's-
NASA. Yeah, that's nonsense. He's
Just-
not making money
exactly.
off NASA. Yeah.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
Did
Let's
work
see what
there
else he's got to say.
and did what he claims. His experience in NASA is not relevant to the shape of the Earth. Let's dig deeper into his past, which he doesn't even tries to hide, maybe because he knows.
Husband, father, minister, IT professional, manager, consultant, speaker, author, columnist, musician. Yes, that's what he is now.
So he's not lying about himself.
Well, back then, back at that point of his life, that's probably what he was. Yeah, what's he lying about?
So in other words, he's got nothing to hide.
No, nothing. Nothing. Let's see what else he says.
Okay.
Flat earthers are too gullible to check simple facts, even to go on his LinkedIn. First of all, he has no relevant education. He earned a bachelor's degree in music production, which has nothing to do with engineering. To engineer things, Mr. Beverley would need a Bachelor of Science, not music.
What about the bloody website that Michael Kahn's on? Did he not check that website at all? Wow. I mean,
Okay.
What is going on?
So we're going back to grade school. All right.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Music degree. So he claims he didn't clean toilets at NASA. So who did clean toilets? Just joking. After university, he joined the army.
Ah, it was so funny. Who did clean toilets? How?
Yeah.
Funny.
He's sharp, dude.
Oh, well shot. Providing troubleshooting. All right, okay. System administrator. Oh, none of this is about. Hold on. Provide technology.
So we're looking for a degree in engineering is what he's looking for, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, my dad got a degree in engineering from the Navy when he was in there. He got a degree in electronic engineering. He got a degree in physics. They put him into Tech and they put him to MIT. He actually learned this stuff.
Wow.
So I mean, he may have got a degree in the Army. Let's see if he's got one.
Yeah. I mean, do you think a LinkedIn page is big research? Wow, a LinkedIn page. Wow.
Well, let's go next.
My 10-year outer space.
Roger. It's because I went to pause to let you talk.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, why don't we get Dave and ask him if he has an engineering degree? I'm pretty sure he's going to tell us the truth.
Oh,
that doesn't change anything. Yeah.
Well, she is. Right. So, I'll do it from there. Because I rewound it back by mistake when I clicked pause to let you talk.
Go ahead.
Just joking. After university, he joined the army and became a tech supporter.
Oh, this is from the army, right? Okay, I didn't hear the army part. Okay. He became a tech support in army. So what in the military? Okay, and what?
After the army, he joined NASA. So what did he do in NASA for? Well,
NASA Goddard Space Center full time. January 1995 to 2007, which is 12 years. Yeah, absolutely. NASA Goddard Systems Administrator and Info System Security Officer for EOS flight operations and science platform systems engineering group at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center.
Yeah, hold on, Michael. What he's saying is he doesn't have a
Michael.
universe. Oh,
Who's
sorry,
Michael?
PJ. Sorry, I had to think about Michael earlier.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
what he's saying, he doesn't have a degree in astrophysics.
Oh no, I know. I just wanted to read this to see if there was anything in it. But because if he reads it, I'm not going to understand anything he says. I'll let him do it. I'm just skimming through it first, sort of thing.
I gotcha.
Which I shouldn't.
Gotcha.
I shouldn't really do because then I'm people that don't want to see me reading stuff. You know, especially like just skimming, not skimming through, just stuttering through it, sort of thing. Like, yeah, let's just go see what you're saying. I know what you're saying, dude. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, he's saying he's gullible because he doesn't have these diplomas.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
Like he couldn't tell that NASA did something underhanded just by being an engineer at NASA. So go ahead. It's stupid, dude.
Wow.
I don't have a degree in engineering, so
and he is a computer geek. He is a computer geek. So yeah, it's in his name. It's in his name. What has he got to lie about? You know what I mean?
He's not lying.
He could exactly. He's not lying. He could have shut his mouth and not said anything. Why would he? What does he gain from pushing flat Earth and the oncoming AI and stuff like that? What does he gain from pushing that? When he could have shut his mouth and not been people tried to debunk him and try to humiliate him. What did he have to gain by this? It's
I don't know.
It's stupid. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Misinformation agents. Wow. He's aptly named, isn't he?
Yes. It was.
But he's the misinformation harbinger. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Harbinger and harbinger. You know what I mean?
System administrator and info system security officer. Basically means he did stuff like engineering support, managing network, providing password.
That was in the military, not when he was working for NASA. See what I mean? He does this.
Mm-hmm.
He puts these girls' wigs on people. It pisses me off. That's all it was in his channel. That's why I didn't sign. That's why I did sub to him that night when Flats and all that did. I was like, nah, I ain't subbing. Are you mad? I am not subbing to someone and just that's all on his channel. And every single thumbnail is like that. They're all like that. Just insults.
I gotcha.
Configurating routers and firewalls. Simple, basic stuff which anyone can learn and doesn't require any type of thinking. His bio.
What? Because he was tech support and
he doesn't think.
In the military, it didn't mean he was. It doesn't mean it means he wasn't an engineer in NASA. How does that make sense? How does that work? Can you not?
I don't know.
Does it mean? Wow, I was a paper boy when I was younger. Does that mean to say I couldn't have been an athlete when I grew up? Does that mean to say I couldn't have been a welder because I was a paper boy?
Well, you know? I'm gonna give you a juicy little one right here. Most of the satellite engineers that are hired on the civilian side, they're actually like screenwriters and playwrights and stuff. They're not actual engineers.
I mean, you look at all the things. If you look at all the things he's tech support in, that's not a lot. That's not a little amount of stuff. And tech support. What do you mean tech support? Is it going on like tech support? It's just a silly little menial job. I couldn't be tech support.
No, you probably couldn't. You don't know how to read. You don't know how to read computer languages or how to program.
No,
software.
I couldn't. No. I couldn't be tech support. I know I couldn't at all. I mean,
so what this boils
systems and all that. Wow.
This boils down to is whether you're heliocentric or flat Earth. This is what that boils down to. Yeah.
What?
And I guarantee you, this disinformation kid here is not an engineer himself by any stretch of the imagination. He's going on the standard of university education, and he's appealing to authority himself.
All right. What an absolute! I'm sorry, I don't like to call people imbeciles and stuff, but I'm not going to call him an imbecile. I'm not. Dave would not want me to call him an imbecile. I know that. Dave wouldn't want me to call him an imbecile, so I'm not going to call him an imbecile. because I know Dave wouldn't want.
I tell you what, you should invite them both on the show and have them both discuss this stuff. That would be fun.
That would be fun, but look,
Yeah.
do you think this guy is going to listen to Dave? I don't want you. I don't. Dave's a nice guy, dude, and I don't want to see Dave getting triggered. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see. I dare say he'd be cool and he won't get triggered.
Yeah,
But
he would.
if it was me, I'd get triggered.
I'm pretty sure he has tons of valid points, and most of the debate that we have we can back up most everything we say. We can't explain everything, but yeah, we're actually on the right.
Oh, this is unbelievable, dude.
Keep playing, man.
Even
We'll see what we go.
states that he provided troubleshooting, diagnostic, and problem solution for computer hardware. So again, no communication, no engineering, no nothing. This man haven't designed.
And actually, I'm going to apologize to the guy just because I was a little bit triggered because he's taking the piss out of Dave earlier. I took the piss out of his accent when I shouldn't because I've got a Scottish accent. It's not his fault. He's got that accent. He's not English. It was just the first thing that came in my head. I'm sorry for that. I shouldn't have done that. But you know how triggered what we do when we're triggered. I'm still just a man like anybody else. I do fall into these things. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But,
So what he's saying now is that this man, the product that he engineered for NASA, what Dave was saying, he didn't do it. He's saying the only thing he did was work programming. I want to sit him down and ask Dave, did he actually help engineer a system for NASA like he claimed? That's what he's pointing out, or trying to point out.
Yeah. I mean, he said he's also implying that he didn't go to Antarctica and all that and do all that over there with NASA. I mean, look at his website. Come on, it was in more than one article. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he's trying to make him
and
into
if
a
you go
fraud.
to NASA's website, I'm sure it'll show you NASA as well.
Yeah.
Carry on, yeah, Roger. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he would lie about that if he can investigate it. I want to see this guy show that he didn't do what he claimed. So, yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Anything in his lifetime. He doesn't have the knowledge nor the experience to do so.
So it's all about, like we said, it's all about not having the knowledge to be able to go to NASA and do that. Okay.
Well, what he's claiming is that he didn't do what he claimed he did.
Yes, absolutely. Right. By not having the knowledge. What an idiot. What an idiot. So how come Dave could sit and tell you every intricate detail about it then if he didn't have the knowledge? If he didn't have the knowledge, how can he tell you about it if he didn't have the knowledge? He's got the knowledge, hence he could tell you about it.
He's trying to make him look like a grifter. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
And Dave's far from a grifter, man.
Continues to go to shows and lie about it, and really there is no reason for lying. You could
I'm sorry. I think this guy, I don't think he's being ignorant. I actually think he's just lying about Dave, that he couldn't. Do you know what I mean? I think he's lying. I don't think he actually thinks that Dave isn't or didn't work for NASA and all that. I just think he's lying about it. It's a hit piece. It's a hit piece, I think.
I'm going to go to Jesus Freak's website when we get done and look at it. See if I can.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Told you worked in NASA and did tech support.
So, and there are a lot of so-called polar orbiting spacecraft. So, the reason I went down there is because the Antarctic interior had no map imagery. It had no data. Okay. Well, why would that be?
If he didn't work for NASA and he didn't do all this, he said, how would he know all these technical details, these types of jobs to even mention, like what he's saying, no map imagery in Antarctica. You know what I mean? How would he know to mention that if he didn't have the experience in it?
I think he's claiming that he's lying about that.
Of course, yeah, exactly. But what if he didn't have the know-how to do any of this? Why would he have the know-how to do that? To have that knowledge in the first place? You know? If he didn't have the experience to have a NASA job, how would he have the intelligence as well, if that's how they're thinking, to be able to do this? To pull off something like this, to be able to act like somebody that worked at NASA. You know what I mean? What's an absolute... Sorry, I won't say it, Dave. I know you won't want me to. And Jesus doesn't want me to, I know that. But Dave won't want me to call him an imbecile.
This, again, according to what they would say, is that we don't have any way to get the signal from the spacecraft as they're going over the South Pole. Okay. Now, again, that's we all believe this. I believed it too. Okay. Right. So we put a data collection, a ground station down there in McMurdo. I did. I personally went there. I designed a robotic tape array to collect the data. And since I designed the system and put it together, they sent me down there to do it. Okay.
See, half of what Dave the technical stuff he just said there, it's probably quite basic. I didn't have a clue. I know what like imaging and all that, the map imaging and that, but what he was on about the logistics of it, the dynamics of it, didn't have a clue what he was on about. Didn't have a clue what he was on.
I kind of get it. It's kind of a Cartesian. A taper rate would be your declination to where you are, and he's trying to map for satellites going over Antarctica.
I get the basic gist, but the dynamics of it, I don't know what he said. You know what I mean? How he did it, sort of thing. He knows what he's talking about. I don't. You know, it's sorry. I get
you're not supposed to know it all.
No, exactly, dude, exactly. Only a professional's got to know that, you know.
Yeah, but he's saying he's not a professional. He's trying to
exactly what he's saying. It's exactly what he's saying.
Okay, that's why I was there.
Today, he still works as IT manager and a musician, so he has zero relevant ability.
Well, he won't continue to work for NASA knowing what he knows, will he?
Obviously, he's not.
He wouldn't work for NASA, would he? So you're saying he still works as tech support and he still plays guitar at church. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he fall back to something else? He's not going to work for NASA because of the deceit, is he? He's not, because that's a stupid argument. Stupid argument. Do you think he would just stay? Do you think it's a proof that he hasn't got the know-how to work in NASA just because he's not working at NASA?
Yeah. Well, it always brings me back to like the globe itself. It's evidence against it, so they're going to attack it.
Aye, absolutely. Hit pieces like this is evidence against the globe.
Well, he hasn't presented any evidence for the globe.
No, he hasn't.
Misinformation guy. He hasn't provided any evidence to the contrary.
No.
To give opinions about NASA or anything.
And just a music producer. Just. Like it's such an easy job to produce music. Okay.
Yeah.
Being a tech supporter in any company, you may be exposed to the product, but it doesn't mean you understand the engineering behind them, and it doesn't mean you can go and claim you engineered something. Now that we know who are we dealing with, we can better review the interview David had with
and that we know who we are dealing with. But because of the 6 minutes worth of crap that you spoke, you know who you're talking about now, do you? Yeah. Wow.
And this is really funny right here. Look at this. Taboo did a nice little 20-minute video. He called up one of the oldest travel agents that go to Antarctica for the Midnight Sun.
Okay.
And they absolutely flat out told him this. It's really funny that there is no midnight sun in Antarctica. They've been doing it for 30 years, and nobody has ever filmed the midnight sun in Antarctica, all the way down to the bottom parallels. This nobody goes to Antarctica to look at the midnight sun ever.
There you go. Wow.
They do packages for the Arctic too, and people do that all the time. People go view the midnight sun in the Arctic, but they don't ever go to Antarctica to look at the midnight sun. So this whole final experiment is just stirring the pot. That's all they're doing.
I wonder what's going on. I mean, I've had 4 in chat for ages. Nobody's wrote in chat since 8:16. That was nearly an hour ago.
Yeah, that was Jim Anus.
Yeah, it's an hour ago. Usually, I mean, even when it's slow in the morning, there's usually people. Yeah.
Hey, Jim, are you out
Ryan,
there?
wow, as soon as that Ryan comes in. All right, Ryan, how you doing, man? But that's a bit.
Hi, Ryan.
It's a bit mad, isn't it? There's just nobody been here.
I know.
5 in, yeah. Don't know what's going on now.
Well,
I wonder if it's just because it's the end of the week. Is there something going on? I don't know. I'll be on in the afternoon as well, though, because I've got the second part of yesterday's Tyler Oliveira to do. Good to see you, Ryan, man. Good to see you, man. Go on. Robot.
Is that a robot? Am I better now?
Yeah, you're better now.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the flat Earth is a house fire, dude. It's and it wasn't lit on fire by a kid neither, with a ball.
No, exactly. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. The world's never been turning.
Yeah. Well, did you hear the parody that what's his name? Conspiracy Guru did?
I'm not sure. Oh, of that one, of that song.
We didn't start. Why do we trust these liars?
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah. I think I have. That's right. I think I have. I have heard that one. It's been a while though.
Yeah, I have it saved somewhere. It's a good song.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Duffy, the founder of the Final Experiment, and Christian rapper.
Another song he mentions the world touring. Midnight Oil. How do we dance when our world keeps turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? Huh? I used to love Midnight Oil.
That's one of my favorite bands and my favorite. Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant.
It's one of QE's favorite bands too. Yeah.
Oh, is it? I love it. The Australian, isn't it?
Yeah.
That song was about giving the land back to the Aborigines, wasn't it? That was what that song was about.
They got a couple of songs like that. Yeah, well, that song's not, but they have a song like that. What's it called?
I just think he's brilliant. The way he danced, he just didn't care. He kind of reminded me in REM's, but obviously he wasn't like Michael.
He's not Michael Stipe.
Michael, what's his surname again? Stakes. That's it. Stakes. No, I know it's
Michael
not him.
Yeah.
I know it's not him. I'm just saying it. I know it's not him.
The
I'm
biggest
saying
issue.
But he's not gay like him.
Well, Michael's not just known for being gay. He's a full-time addict too.
What, is he an addict now as well? Has he always been an addict?
He's been an addict. He's a heroin addict.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's stuck up Hollywood's ass too.
Does he still do music? Does he? He's just not. If he does,
I haven't heard him do anything in a long time, dude.
No, I haven't heard of R.E.M. since the 90s.
He's the man on the moon.
Oh yeah. Could you believe they put a man on the moon? Because I always used to say it once I figured out, I was like, yeah, no, I can't believe they put a man on the moon. No, not at all. I used to believe they put a man on the moon, but I can't believe they did now because they didn't. Yeah, good song though. I do like these songs. The words mean nothing now though, you know. The tunes are all right.
Let Alpha, the guy that mods this discussion, pay attention to how Will reacts. This is exactly the smart way to put those clowns in their place, and I agree with him.
Yeah. So
put those clowns in their place. Such a nice guy.
Just to be clear, after you left NASA and had your kind of light bulb moment, did you then reject that space is real?
Actually, that came after more research and more realization that the scriptures, okay? And so there is no such thing as outer space. And look, simple physics, the most rudimentary physics, we have the second law, what's called the second law.
How is any of that word salad style?
You know where they got it from, right? I'm gonna tell you who. Yeah, the whole idea of what word salad is, it's coming from Bob, the science guy.
Oh.
Bob does not study physics, doesn't understand anything about it. He doesn't understand how the actual thing in physics works. He told opinions to tell everybody that when flat earthers start. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you can hear me now, right? The thing is that Bob's not a physicist. All these astrophysicists are theoretical physicists. They don't go with real physics. So he told his minions to tell everybody that anybody that brings up any citations with physics laws in it, they're talking word salad. This was passed down. So from that point on, QE did a treatment on him right after he started doing this, because QE called him out face to face. They had him and Nathan both interviewed the little fucker, and they're trying to get away from the laws of physics. They're trying to go to the theoretical physics, which that's really nothing. Those are observations. There's no physics. They can't explain anything. They just make observations. That's why they keep doing this. They have no physical proof of this stuff. So whenever anybody brings up any laws of thermodynamics or the first, second law of thermodynamics, if you don't, they think we don't understand what we're talking about, and they don't really understand what we're talking about, so they call it word salad. That's not dealing with us at all. That's not answering the fucking question.
No, it's not.
They're not addressing the issue.
That's saying you don't understand physics.
That's why I get pissed off when people don't give us the antecedent of a container to start with for our weather system. That's what they don't want to go to. They don't want to go to thermodynamics. That's what that is.
Exactly.
So whenever you see this crap here, when he's a talking potato, no, he's not a talking potato. He actually got educated to the fact of physics. So now he's a talking potato, and he's spitting out word salad, which isn't true.
Of course.
Now, somewhat to a point, like I'll give you this. Witsit, when he starts talking about the interferometry experiments and stuff, he's read papers on them, and that's all he's done. So he quotes citations out of it, and he posts them in there. But none of the average folk are going to understand how that works or what it proves or disproves. They don't get it. So they'll go, that's extremely word salad,
No, of course. But I mean, he says, that's the best response you could have had, Mr. Duffy. The Mr. Duffy guy here is the best response you could have had, just to call these clowns out on their bullshit. How is that a good response? I mean, what's David saying now? There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah. Well, like the experiment, the Michelson-Morley experiment versus like Foucault's pendulum or Cavendish, that they don't really prove
nothing.
Yeah, they're parlor tricks, and what you're looking at now is what they're guilty on both sides of leaning on what they call pseudoscience.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not really a scientific experiment. Natural science has nothing to do with Foucault's pendulum, Cavendish, or
cause and effect of natural. It's got, for it to be science, it's got to be natural.
Yeah, that's what QE leans on, and that's why they hate him.
Right. Everybody thinks things like technology is science. No, it's technology. You don't. There's nothing scientific about technology whatsoever. The only thing that's scientific is something that is natural based, like natural phenomena, cause and effect.
Yeah, but people are stupid enough to think that like the final experiment's actually an experiment.
It's an observation at best.
Yeah, so that they don't understand how the scientific method works, and that's why you get Michio Kaku making statements like the so-called scientific experiment, because he doesn't do science. He's just writing a philosophy down and saying it's science. That's
in
called
philosophy,
poison.
and all philosophy is musings, ponderings,
Yeah,
thinking.
So I mean, you can tell, but don't go around telling you that it's a scientific fact. You know what I'm saying? They do that. They go around, they'll take their observations, and instead of like, this is what happens, they can't actually scientifically explain how it happens. They can't manipulate any of nature at all because they hate creation. That's why they're out trying to hit us. So
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there.
That's it.
Right. I'm gonna go to the little boy's room. I'll be back.
All right, dude.
Thermodynamics. It's the transfer of energy. We use it almost every day, especially here in the Keys. That's the air conditioner. Okay. So it's impossible for a pressurized system to butt up against a vacuum. It's impossible. Oh, they say, well, it's gravity that holds the atmosphere. No, it's impossible. Okay. And so.
Well, he's right, Misinformation Agent. He is impossible to have, like you said, this pressurized system butt up against an open vacuum without any firm container, without any container whatsoever. And you can't say gravity is a container. Gravity can't even be proven. Of course, it's not a container.
This just reminds me of
it can't even be defined, let alone proven. Hence, it can't be a container. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't mean to butt in, but this reminds me of that Veritas discussion we had. You know, what did Dave call his ass? I can't remember. Anyways,
oh
yeah. The first thing I asked him was like, why didn't we get? We never can get a concession with this law at all. It's not. We're not pushing an experiment. We're pushing proven facts. It's a fact we actually need containment to have a pressurized air system anywhere, regardless. End of the point. There's not a discussion there, but they want to drag it out into the pseudoscience and bullshit. That's all. And cut to the crux of the matter. They hate the idea, and everybody's catching on now, and they don't want it out. They don't want people to start thinking. Yeah, that we're actually in an enclosed dome system, and everything's hung inside of it, like the stars and the luminaries that go overhead. They want to explore and find things up there. I wouldn't mind, if you could figure out what they are, get to them. But facts are facts. Nobody's got there yet. Nobody's been there.
Nobody.
If you can figure a way to do it, give me a call. But from what I can tell, they're lying about everything they're doing with rockets, satellites, everything else. It's just the front. It's a puppet show.
Of course, there's nothing you can't ask. I mean, that the air's probably so thin towards the firmament that nothing's getting propelled up there. You know what I mean?
The temperature changes are so great that you're not going to be able to probably survive in that kind of condition to start with, because it's due to the sun and the moon itself. They're the ones that cause these temperature changes up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should. So, I mean, but that's probably God. That was part of God's creation.
Design.
Probably part of His design to say that, look, if you come up near there, you're going to get toasted, or you're going to get frozen, or you're just not going to be able to survive. You cannot go up there. You can't do it. You know what I mean? Let alone touch the container. You know what I mean? You can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Crazy. Well, I think I don't know what the end goal to all this is, except they got a lot of money tied up in a lot of PhDs that aren't really scientists. That if they started really doing exploration and research, they would probably lose their careers or their credibility, because they themselves have looked into this and they know what we know.
Absolutely.
They know they're not up there. They don't want to be called out as liars. So, and they got a lot to gain by keeping a lie alive.
All right, I got you.
Mm-hmm. And people wouldn't put up with paying any of these space agencies or government agencies to perpetuate the lie to begin with.
Aye.
They've been trying to, I think, for the last 6 months now, get Congress to start auditing NASA with all their spending, just like they tried before 9/11 to audit the Pentagon for all their loose spending with the military's budget, and they weren't accountable for where they were spending the money. You remember the $2.6 trillion that just disappeared right before? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot more money than that disappearing at NASA for frivolous crap that has nothing to do with science, space, or anything.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, people like GeoShifter were pointing this out when I first got into the subject, and I was looking at his videos. Like, you ever heard of the Mars One project? This is what I was asking Flatsoy to look up the other day. He didn't. I should have told him with the GeoShifter. But GeoShifter did a whole like 20-minute video on this thing called the Mars One project. It was another one of the independent groups. This guy was going to colonize Mars, and he was having NASA help him get there, but it never went anywhere. It was a money laundering scheme, which he ended up filing bankruptcy on, and they pulled out, and it disappeared. This happens all the time. People are making thousands and thousands of dollars on spending money on technology. It's not helping anybody at all. It's just a waste of time, and they're pocketing the cash, dude. It's a grift. Yeah. Yeah, and NASA is the mother of them all. They're
making them. They're actually managing to grift, isn't they?
Yep. And after they got caught faking the moon landing, they got to cover their ass.
Of course.
They found out heaven was something different than what they thought it was.
Absolutely. So we going?
Absolutely.
And that's how we get weather. Otherwise, all of our weather would be straight out into the vacuum. It would be a high wind going straight out, and it would be short-lived.
Any systems or a mechanical engineer.
Can you imagine that situation if it was a real situation, if it was reality, how high that wind would be? Because that'd be spontaneously, and instantaneously. That would be cold winds out of the earth, out of the earth. And then there'd be atmosphere, well, mind you, that vast of a universe, it wouldn't even fill any part of space. It would probably still be 10 to the whatever Torah it is. I can't remember the exact numbers. I'm crap when it comes to numbers and stuff like that.
Well, anybody that's ever looked into the numbers, they're official, but they're not what they're saying they are. Space is not the vacuum that they need it to be to keep the so-called model going like it was predicted to be with gravity and all the rest of it. Gravity has been written off so many times as a farce. There's nothing there. Yeah, it's not holding us all together, but they got to have that faith that it did happen. And that gravity is holding you to the ground, and you are spinning through, and the Earth is turning, and all the predictions match.
Of course.
But they're just observations. They weren't scientific. There's no cause and effect to it at all. Gravity doesn't cause the sun to spiral through the galaxy. Gravity doesn't keep the Earth spinning around the Earth. This is what they're protecting.
Exactly. It's a big lie. A big old lie by lying and lying and lying and lying.
Well, the more the lie grows, the more you got to invent shit.
Of course. I mean, it's got to get to the point where it's so. I mean, can you imagine when here and now, when everybody knew it was a flat Earth and all that, and nobody knew about heliocentrism? Could you imagine the point that heliocentrism is now? Can you imagine going back to that point when everybody was a flat earther and telling them about heliocentrism now? How incredulous they would be. I mean, they would have been incredulous just to know that just imagine the Earth was a ball. That would have made them incredulous. But to hear of heliocentrism and how vast and how stupid it is now.
Yeah. Well, I think I know why that Lemaitre came up with the idea, and everybody else that keep fighting for it. They're trying to stymie basic humanity from exploring the place we live on. That's the way I look at it.
Definitely, because they might find something.
Like, you gotta keep the authority rolling, man.
Keep the authority rolling.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
Heck, any engineer knows thermodynamics and knows that in order for the rules to work, you need enclosed system. Fluffers don't understand the Earth is not enclosed system, and they love to complain about vacuum, which.
Say again.
It is an enclosed system. We know this, dude.
Of course, it's enclosed.
Yeah. So he's spouting off bullshit now. There's 3 types of systems in it.
There's open, closed, and isolated.
Yeah, and we're so dumb we can't understand that.
Isolated is non-transfer of anything. Closed, you can have stuff can come in but not go out. Open, in and out.
Well, technically, if we were in a closed system, the astronauts could not leave our system, and no matter could leave our system.
No,
period.
Exactly. I mean, they say that the ball is a closed system, don't they?
Well, they're talking about a grander scale. They're trying to go with the whole universe.
Yeah, of course. Be in a container as well. Yeah.
That's the issue they have. I think that they think that the universe is vast, and if Flash will tell you that they're trying to push God further and further away from us. They're not.
He'll be in the multiverse next. He'll be across the multiverse at the end of eternity. You know what I mean? Outside of eternity, at the end, and in a different multiverse, next to the Watcher. You know what I mean? Who came before him? Who the Watcher used to be God, but then he became a lesser God because somebody else became ruler over him.
Yeah, and none of their this theory, like the string theory, the multiverse theory, they're all Vedic philosophies, and they're pushing them as science.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Super Sidewinder, good to see you. You're the first one that's commented, apart from Ryan a while. Before Ryan commented, nobody commented in nearly an hour.
Hey, Mr. Super.
It's been really slow this morning, really slow.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's carry on. What does it say underneath us? What it looks like living in. Oh, okay. It's just what Dave's saying. Okay.
So now he's going to break down thermodynamics for us.
All of it. Of course.
Okay, of course.
They don't understand gravity holds it and complain about thermodynamics. I don't know why they just try to sound smart, but this is another important key to show this guy is a phony and a moron, and he just parrots any flat earth stupid claim out there, so we will see.
I can tell you he does not just parrot any flat earth claim at all. And do you think he would go parroting Dell? Do you think he would go parroting Dell? No, he wouldn't. Not at all. I mean, what's he doing with his bloody orange drawing? What's he doing? Idiot.
I have no idea.
Sorry, Dave, I don't mean to call him an idiot because I know you wouldn't want me to, but still, he's an idiot, Dave. I'm sorry. He's an idiot.
He's taking
an idiot as well, but it's too nice to say he's an idiot. You know what I mean?
Well, so far he just walked past every gas law there is.
Yeah,
he's going to quote that gravity keeps gas down.
Right. Absolutely. Wow.
Stick to the juicy ones just to get his biblical cosmological perspective and not debunk the ones that repeat each time.
In 2016,
it's all about his narrative. How does it benefit him? None whatsoever.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want people to listen to him, from what I can tell.
No, of course not.
Had a revelation.
I mean, how does it benefit Dave?
Yeah, that's
You know,
what I'm saying. He doesn't want people to listen to people like Dave because he thinks we're ignorant. Yeah.
Of course, of course.
And it was presented on the internet, of course. People were starting to say the earth is flat and enclosed, and I laughed. I'm like, oh, really?
Wow.
Nonetheless, once I started examining,
Yeah, sorry, even the sound editing's doing my nothing. The guy's an numpty.
examining it, I went, whoa, that explains a lot of things that I experienced at NASA. And so we were putting these ground stations. I had engineered a system. Really?
Wow.
Nonetheless, once I started examining it, I went,
right.
that explains a lot of.
Oh, is he now? Mr. What's his name? Misinformation Agent. Says the guy who came in false pretenses into the panel of flat sides, saying, "I'm just here to listen and learn, and I'm a baller kind of side, and all, but I'm just here to listen, learn, have a laugh, and all that stuff. I'm your friend, no insults here. You know what I mean? No animosity here. But then you go into your channel and all you've got is anti-flat Earth stuff. All you've got is flat earthers with wigs on, womanly wigs and googly eyes and all that kind of crap. Just pure insults. And you're calling Dave Beverley a pathological liar. What an absolute...
Well, he thinks the Bible's a lie. That's what I'm getting out of it.
Everybody else is a liar. Everybody else is a liar bar him. Well, what his agenda.
What's the motto? May every man be a liar.
Aye. You gotta lie to bluff. Bluff.
We got to call each other names too. That just makes no sense to me at all.
I know.
Things that I experienced at NASA. And so we were putting these ground stations. I had engineered a system that was relatively inexpensive. We had a 3-meter dish that would ingest in real time satellite data from GOES. We used to process that in software, and in software it would map. So we would map.
And how do you know he didn't do any software? What, because of the job that you researched he did after being in NASA?
It doesn't sound like he's making the story up.
NASA are deceivers. He wouldn't return to NASA after knowing this NASA are deceivers. So why wouldn't it be tech support? And how do you know he didn't do any software? He's talking about within NASA, not in tech support. What? Sorry, Dave. I wouldn't call him so many names.
Well, he didn't go to MIT and get a physics degree. So
yeah.
God bless him. No.
Well, exactly.
My dad actually did, and it didn't help him any at all, especially. But his career did take off, though. He with that degree, he could get jobs that he couldn't get anywhere else. Yeah. He only got a bachelor's degree in physics from MIT. It's a 2-year degree. That's all he has. But I mean, still, my dad had a good grip on what natural physics were because he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he got to work at Westinghouse, and where else did he work? Sony, Westinghouse.
Okay. What's it, Sony?
Yeah. He did animatronics for him. That's the only thing they had him do. It's really weird.
Animatronics.
Yeah. He had a bachelor's degree in electronic engineering and physics, both. So I kind of learned underneath him. He showed me a lot of things, and I came up with my own ideas on my own. But I mean, my dad, they're like, "You don't have a degree in physics, son. Stop doing stuff."
Stop doing
you don't know what you're doing.
To a globe in software. Now, I never thought about that when I was at NASA. Why would you question that, right? But when this whole idea of, wait a minute, the world is...
This guy is telling us and telling Dave what he did.
not
It's
what we've
it's
been
okay.
told. Then I realized, wait a minute, why would we need to map imagery around a globe, around a ball shape in software? Why would that need to be done?
Stuff that simply amazes me. You map your picture of the globe to a globe because in reality it's a globe. Amazing!
No, amazing is your willful ignorance. That's what's amazing. Misinformation agents. That's
Well,
what's
I know how they
amazing.
did it from the get go. If you just go to the Fed for about a week and listen to any of the people on the panel, the mathematicians and everybody, they'll show you how they created a globe out of math. And Brian last week broke it all down on the almanac, and their globe math doesn't match the almanac. In other words, basically, it kind of does, but it doesn't. It matches a flat plane. And he actually walked everybody through this. Brian did an excellent job. And that was the end of the story.
Okay.
I even bought him a Guinness after he got done doing it.
Fair play. Fair play.
I gave him a super chat. Yeah. So
Fair
yeah,
play, man.
yeah. So basically, the almanac is done on a flat plane all over. They just take that and do the Habersign and cosines and try to make it look as close to the globe as they can. And like, oh, we came close with our prediction. But if you actually, the more you walk yourself through the math that goes with coordinate systems, you'll find out they're all flat. They're not globe
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, morning, Ali B. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Did you think of that?
So what you find is all the imagery that we see, and we've heard the guy, it has to be photoshopped, right? You've heard that guy, right? It's photoshopped because it has to be. Well, in my case, it was the real data, the raw data sets were
even misinformation agents just that. Yes, because it has to be. Well, there you go. It has to be because it's fake. Or else why would it have to be photoshopped? Why would it have to be if you just take a bloody picture of it? Why would it have to be? That's just so stupid, man. Why did he? So he doubled down on what was the guy's name that said that again? Can't remember. Can't remember. The guy obviously did the images. It's Photoshop. That's because it has to be.
That's the guy's name's Ron Simmons. Sorry, I was on mute. Did you hear me, PJ?
Yeah. No, yeah. What did you say?
Ron Simmons.
All right. Okay.
He's the software engineer who actually put the blue marble together.
Aye.
But they pushed it as a photograph. But they did leave it open to for their lawyers' sake that they could actually say it's an image instead of a photograph.
Hey, sorry, hold on a minute. Ali B, possible he is getting around a bit. I mean, this is not about Pastor Will. This is he just happens to be on it. It's more about misinformation agents investigating Jesus Fleet Computer Gate, Dave Beverley, and making a fool of himself doing it because he really wanted to find Dave being a liar, and Dave is not a liar, so he could make bullshit up, I reckon. But but Will is getting about that Will Duffy because it's just a bloody another shill. It's another shill operation. It's another shill operation. It's never going to happen. The final experiment, and if it, wow, you noisy bugger.
Sorry, that's a microwave and the dryer went off at the same time.
Yeah, no, we're ripping the packets open. That's what's noisy.
Yeah, this I'm done.
That's right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. My microphone's really sensitive for some reason.
All right. No. You've always been noisy. You know that. Simple. I know.
I'm gonna get a studio and I'm gonna sound treat it like Nathan did.
Nice.
No, I don't.
So you should.
You're causing audio chaos.
Yeah, He said that about Neil this morning. I went there and you heard my right.
Yeah.
Map to a globe because it has to be. I have a book out called The Coming Flood of AI, The Rise of the Nephilim Spirits. Do you ever heard the term Nephilim?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Genesis
So
6.
in that book, I demonstrate how artificial intelligence is directly connected to the flood of Noah's day. Okay.
Yeah, that we laughed there. That laugh was from pure ignorance, just because he doesn't know what he's talking about, or he sat and listened to us talking about Nephilim the other week. I'm sure he did, and he never did that.
He doesn't believe it, or he's one of them.
Exactly. Yes. He is.
Wow.
And we've been dealing with the outcome of the flood of Noah's day with the demonic spirits, disembodied spirits, since the flood. And that artificial intelligence is the ultimate dealing with the demonic powers of darkness.
Beside lying about engineering and what he did in NASA, he decided to sell a book about AI, which clearly he has no idea about, and to open a website.
What do you mean he's got no idea about? What do you mean clearly? Present your evidence that clearly he has no idea about AI. Show me that you know what you're talking about when it comes to AI by disproving him wrong, and show me what you know. Mr.
Well, if he knows computer programming, he knows how AI works.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So AI is just a computer program that can work itself. It's a self-taught, self-thinking AI, and they've been trying to reproduce that since I got involved in the industry, and they haven't been able to really pull it off. So I'm really suspect about it.
Yeah. This guy is full of accusations of you can't do that, you couldn't have been this, you couldn't have been that, and this is not how this goes, this is how it works, and you show no evidence of it yourself, but yet you're making all the positive claims about him. Well, negative claims, to be honest. Very negative claims
so far. Yeah,
so,
nothing. He's not said anything positive about anything. He hasn't agreed with this guy at all. He's just going to be in complete disagreement because he thinks he knows it all.
Absolutely. And I tell you, misinformation agents, we spoke to you the other week on Flatsoid, and we treated you fairly, and then you came in the next time and you were obnoxious to start off with the first time. The second time you came in, you were still obnoxious. We didn't deal with the crap the second time, and you got kicked out. Simple as that. You're just an absolute idiot. We treated you fairly, and you're an absolute idiot.
In my opinion,
slanderous that doesn't know what he's on about himself.
Yeah. So he's appealing to authority himself. So the same fallacy that he accused Dave here of, like appealing to authority, like he appeals to the authority of astrophysics, and he thinks that gravity is an actual thing, but there has never been any actual physical proof of it. It's just a name, a title, and then they'll tell you, you can call it what you want to call it. You can call it unicorn farts. Gravity can be anything. You can give it a name. It's like, yes, but you guys swear that this is what holds the whole entire universe together. From
the actual definition of word salad, where it stems from of what you told me, is actually what he is, because he doesn't know. Because he doesn't know what any of these things are, like the Nephilim, whatever. So it's word salad, like just tell me it's word salad. Just tell, like did you say it was Bob a science guy? Or Bob did. Right. Yeah. So it came from him. Oh, he didn't know much about physics. So if they mentioned physics, was it physics?
Yeah.
Just say word salad. Just say it's word salad.
And those are laws of physics, not just experimental physics. That's the laws of physics.
Laws of physics.
Yeah, they're been proven. It happens every time.
Exactly. I mean, it's when it's been proven, and it repeats, never changes, never varies at all. It's a law. Simple as that.
Well, it's moving because it's moving.
Moving because it's moving.
Well, I gotta give Dell more credit though. Dell actually went and did experiments. Well, not experiments, but he tried to do experiments, and he thought about them. This guy just spouting off mainstream crap you read out of your textbook.
To be honest, before this upward acceleration thing, Dell knew what he was on about. Dell knew what he was on about. Dell's, I like Dell. I mean, I didn't watch him prolifically, but he knew what he was on about. But this upward rising thing, it's just come out of the blue to me. But I don't know. I don't know if he's real with this, if he actually believes this, or if he's chilling somehow. I don't know.
Well, what I'm looking at is like with their philosophy, and not science. That means the heliocentric philosophy. They're doubling down on it hard.
All right.
They got to make us look bad because we're calling them out on it.
Of course.
About many different weird conspiracies. And for the final blow, he tried to break some select of conspiracies in one presentation.
That the medical system is not designed to heal you. The education system is not designed to help you actually think and understand, right?
Well, no.
And scientism is not actually designed to help us understand how the world works. No one has seen an orb or a planet around a distant star. No one.
To Antarctica to see with their own eyes and to document whether or not there's a 24-hour sun. So that's what the final experiment is. We'll be.
What's with this bloody zoom in sound edit he's using? It's bloody awful.
I have no idea what that was.
To start off with, I thought it was a drill going zzz, like a drill through the head. It's not. It's meant to be a zoom in edit.
So these boys are
to
pushing the
Antarctica this
coronavirus.
December.
Is
This is the southern summer to see if there's a 24-hour sun or not.
Having really spent a lot of time in this and also having actually worked in the realm of the other camp, right? You're not going to open the
Yes, you did
floodgates
work
in
in
the
that.
world of understanding. And I'm not trying to discourage you. What I'm warning you, okay, is that this is going to be something that's going to be edifying for yourself and those who might hear you only.
And he's got a right to warn them. An absolute right to warn him. He loves them in Christ, so he's got to warn them for his own salvation issues, I suppose. I mean, I don't know if he's saved or not. He's meant to be a pastor. He should be saved, but we don't know women people. So, but he's warning them for his own walk, in Christ, for his own morality reasons, to help a brother back to the right path.
Yeah, you remember when Veritas came on the show and he did bring it up. He's like, "So you guys don't believe in a certain thing that medical?" He brought the same subject up too. That's a hot topic subject. Like, do you believe that medical science is actually right about viruses? And remember, Dave went off on him over it. That's really the crux of the issue. That's what they're mad about. They were going to try to make a new super disease and save the world by getting a vaccine. And the vaccine is actually the one. It's the cause of it to begin with.
Ali B said, scientific. I'll put it up. Scientific laws or scientific laws or laws of science are statements based on repeated experiments or observations that describe or predict a range of natural phenomena. They do not define a cause. And then he said, they change meanings of words. Yeah, they do change meanings of words. And yeah. Absolutely.
So how did Dave change the meaning of those words? That's my question.
No,
what did he say that he changed the meaning of the word? He just threw away their magic word, gravity.
Exactly.
There you go.
First, we get a silly warning from the flat earther. Then we can.
Well, it's not a silly warning. It's a warning because of morality. It's actually quite a serious warning. It's based on his own peril. And that's what the warning's for. Huh?
He's trying to tell people, wake up.
Right, absolutely.
Continue again with the lies.
First of all, no one goes to Antarctica just traipsing around. It does not. It's a lie. With these guys that go to Antarctica.
Yeah, it's a good example. Gravity, gravitas, weight. Aye.
Yeah.
That's reality.
Antarctic and they say they go to the interior. That's totally foolishness. The entire world has a what's it called? What do you call it when you make agreements? Like the words
Treaty.
Treaty.
Yeah.
That's the Antarctic Treaty. Duh, Dave. Anyway, so look, the entire world has had this treaty in place since the 1950s. No one goes down.
I do that when easy words slip my mind.
Mhm.
Why did that slip my mind?
Well-
I remember talking one night months and months and months ago to Flats, and probably close to a year ago now, and I was trying to explain that calculations weren't measurements. Calculations aren't measurements, right? And I said it exactly like that. Calculations aren't what's the word? I could not find the word for measurement. Couldn't believe I forgot the word for measurements.
Yeah.
It
Well,
don't-
no, I'm not going to judge you over that, dude. I'm not at all.
No, I know. I know it's quite a big word. It's nothing to do with the size of it. It's just such a common word. And I forgot the word for measurements for that split. Well, it wasn't even a split second. It was about 10 seconds, you know? I was like, what the hell? What am I trying to say? You know, calculations when you do this. And I'm trying to find, and the only word is measure something when you're trying to explain it. I couldn't find another word to explain it when I couldn't remember the word, because the only word that explains measurement is measurement.
Yeah, I'll PJ, before you start it again, I'm gonna send you the last show that Brian did the whole measurement thing with the almanac. You'll get a kick out of it.
Okay.
He did a good job, man.
Cool.
There.
But do you want me? What is it? A long thing? Do you want me to put on that?
You don't want to put it on now, dude. There was like a 45-minute segment.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll put it put it in private, then I'll watch after.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
And just goes exploring. Not only that, it's beyond dangerous. Okay, it's not someplace that's very forgiving.
What do you mean not exploring at all? What the hell does that mean?
At all. That said, the only way that I got to go to McMurdo and I got to go any deeper into the ice is because I worked for NASA. National Science Foundation approved my going down there. We had a purpose to go down there. Military transport. By the way, I don't know what you're flying, but there's no windows in the plane. You sit in survival gear, wrapped up in like a fishnet seating, and you're stuck there the entire flight. It's miserable. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'm being told we're flying on a 757 with windows.
Awesome.
Okay, that's cool. But the only people I know that land civilians type planes, civilian purpose planes, is the Russians.
Will Duffy just broke your lie. Why do you continue lying? Why?
Because I'm a biblical cosmologist. We're
All right. So he's trying to say he's lying because he's a biblical cosmologist. What a way to edit. Bill Duffy just broke what? You're lying. What? I need to know what he said. Bill Duffy just broke your what?
Well, because they're flying.
Why do you continue lying? Why?
Because I'm a biblical Russians.
Will Duffy just broke your lie. Why do you continue
lie? Why do you continue lying? Why? What's he lying about? He's not. What's he lying about, dude?
He's talking about the flights that go down there. He doesn't
I know.
But I mean, he probably doesn't know about it. But they do fly 757s and 737s, 747s. There are private flights that go down there, but they don't go to the particular places you think of.
Yeah, but he's not lying. You know what I mean? Why is it a lie? He just doesn't know about that, and it's not a common thing. You don't get to just willy-nilly go and visit a place.
Yeah, there you go.
lying? Why?
because I'm a biblical cosmologist. We're thinking that the sun, even in a flat Earth design, when you see the models like that picture you have in your background, that the sun and the moon just goes in these clockwise circular motions, and they move in different areas. So that's how we get our seasons, right? And that's actually not how it works. And we do have historical accounts, I like to call what we call the apocryphal books, hidden, that describe like chambers. And we do have and they move in different areas. So that's how we get our seasons, right? And that's actually not how it works.
Oh, because he said seasons. So you're not a flat earther. What a joke, dude. Seasons work a hell of a lot. Well, seasons work perfectly on a flat earth, but they don't work on a bloody heliocentric earth at all.
Well, yeah, because
whatever you bloody mold them into.
it's two different philosophies, man. It's just the way it works. Yeah.
Completely.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, the physics of it, like you can't have the sun that far away and get the heat from it.
No. Especially when space is freezing.
Oh yeah. So I got into a little argument with a tip with a guy online, and I pointed out that convection and radiant heat would be able to travel that far through the empty vacuum of space, and the only thing he could tell me was, "Are you looking for a Nobel Peace Prize?" I'm like, "No, dude. I'm just pointing out what I noticed."
Is that what you just kept saying? Because he didn't have an answer for it.
Yeah.
Didn't have an answer for it.
And we do have historical accounts, I like to call what we call the apocryphal books, hidden, that describe like chambers and different aspects of how that whole system works. But
no, not Pac-Man model, not at all. Wow.
That's not a Pac-Man model.
It's completely different from a chamber. It's nothing to do with Pac-Man models. Go out one side, come out the other. Go out one side, come in the other.
I think that the sun has to regenerate somehow or another. So it probably, if God made a creation, he would provide a way to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So
this guy doesn't understand. He doesn't understand words. I mean,
word salad, dude. Word salad.
Word salad.
Again, it's a spiritual realm system.
I just want to talk to you about your time in Antarctica.
Okay.
So were you at McMurdo the whole time you were there, or did you go to other areas?
I was mostly in McMurdo.
Okay.
We went out on the ice. I went to other.
Yeah. Sorry, just real quick. So, do you remember what months you were at McMurdo?
Here's the funny thing: is I've quoted myself as being down there at a wrong time, because it was my daughter, our baby daughter is now 18. It was before she was born. So
incoming excuses. He's talking about his baby daughter. A man have got talking about his baby daughter, and you're saying incoming excuses. No, that's what you call reasons. Reasons. Incoming excuses salad. What? And what an idiot this dude is. Sorry, Dave. I know you didn't want to come in idiot. He's a friggin' idiot. I knew I'd get triggered.
Said I was in there 2007 before. First of all, you don't go in the winter months, okay? And so if the weather's inclement, you don't go in and you don't come out, period, right?
Yeah.
So I traveled so much back. I know it sounds like, really, you went to Antarctica, you don't remember?
Just like to say 16 minutes in a 22-minute video, and he hasn't once checked Dave's website. He hasn't once checked the NASA website to see if Dave worked there.
No. I believe it.
Yeah. I traveled so much that it was just the job.
As we've seen with Michael's video at the start, in his website, that he worked at NASA, and his job at NASA, that he went to Antarctica, of his work in Antarctica, of his qualification, whatever. It's there.
Yeah.
Well, he's seen his qualifications, didn't he? But you know what I mean.
It was just a job that I didn't want to do.
If someone gets the opportunity to go to such a trip from work, he will remember what months he was there. Personally, I was sent to engineering jobs 5 years ago, and I still remember what month was there.
That was 5 years ago. That's 5 years. It's a big difference from 5 years ago than 20, was it 20, 12 years, 27. Oh, yeah, he did. He was 5. No, it was 9 years, 7 years ago he finished.
So he's saying he didn't go to Antarctica is what he's saying. He's saying he's lying about the whole thing because he can't remember it all.
Well, pretty much. Yeah. When there's evidence of him going to Antarctica.
Okay.
And what's so bad about not remembering the months? I was thinking that it was longer than 5 years.
Definitely fishing. If he went down there during the summertime, that's what I get.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing 5 years ago, and with what he does and all that stuff, why wouldn't he remember? I mean, why would he automatically remember? And he says with his daughter, why is that an excuse? It's a reason. I mean, there's evidence of him being in Antarctica. Go and look for it, dude. You obviously didn't do your research. I'm going to have to at him. I'm not actually subscribed to him, obviously. But I wonder if he'll get to see this. I haven't put his name. I put his name in the thumbnail, but not in the title. Oh yeah, I haven't put it in the title. But I haven't added him. I've added him, Dave. I dare say he'll get to see it somehow. I don't care.
Well, you send it to him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I haven't got his. Mind you, if I look him up, he'll probably come up because he won't be shadow banned. You know what I mean?
Doesn't Michael have it?
No, I doubt it. Flats will have it though.
All right.
Flats will have. Oh, hold on. I'm an idiot. I've got the bloody video, ain't I? Flats sent me it, of course. I'm thinking just because I'm not subscribed to him. But I've got the video. Obviously, Flats sent me it. I downloaded it. Yeah, of course I can. Of course I can.
There you go.
I'm not putting the title to the evidence. Idiot.
No, you're not an idiot, Michael. I mean, PJ.
So why doesn't he? Why does he have to tell stories and change the subject?
I was working in a radome in a room with a bunch of gear ingesting satellite data. Okay. What I do remember is it being twilight almost every time I was outside.
All the people at NASA are in on it. There's a huge overlap, obviously, with quote unquote flat Earth and this. And so it's unavoidable to occasionally mention it. But I know a former NASA employee actually used to.
Schizophrenic freak. Why schizophrenic? Why schizophrenic?
Who's saying he's schizophrenic?
Yeah, look, Austin Witt's schizophrenic freak. So he's put that in there as a name tag, schizophrenic freak. I mean, I know schizophrenic doesn't necessarily mean multiple personalities, but if you're using it in that kind of way, then it would kind of imply that. But where does that come from? And even if not, why schizophrenic?
I don't know, but here's a question for you: what makes this guy a psychologist? That's my question.
Exactly. What makes him a psychologist or a psychiatrist or any kind of bloody any kind of ecologist? You know what I mean?
A gynecologist,
a proctologist, any kind of gist.
He's all around everything, dude.
Absolutely. He knows everything, doesn't he? He knows everything about everybody as well. You know, he actually says where Dave had actually been and worked and all that stuff. He says, no, you didn't work there, Dave. You didn't, did you? And you didn't say that, did you, Dave? And you didn't do this, did you, Dave? And you didn't go there, did you, Dave? You're telling Dave what he didn't do and didn't say and didn't.
Well, the proof is in the pudding, dude. Just do the investigation. You can find out.
He obviously didn't investigate very far, did he?
Nope, not really.
Wow, Flats. I told Flats told me about it. He laughed and he says, Well, you'll see. He says his editing and all that's good. He did good with his editing and that, but he says he just can't do that. Says me and Dave were already laughing at it. I'm like, wow.
Oh god.
Was even stationed in Antarctica. He's a flat earther, and he's coming on my show soon, so I won't reveal too much. But it's a misconception that people at NASA either know that the Earth is flying through space and space travel is real, or they're lying. That isn't how it works. They just do their job. They do their job. It's called compartmentalization.
Pathological.
It's very ineffective if they.
He couldn't have, right? He already called somebody else pathological liar.
Well, isn't he making Dave's point for him? That he was decompartmentalized and he thought space was real, and now that he looked at it, he found out it's not. You get my point.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Witz is making a point about Dave that wasn't like in on the grand scheme of the lie itself, but he figured it out after the fact.
Aye.
So how does that make him a schizophrenic and a Dave a liar? I'm just trying to put this together. All right.
Because this dude knows everything.
Didn't do that.
Yeah.
So just so you know, I know multiple NASA employees that are flat earthers. So you put that together for me.
Are you the guy that Austin Whitsitt refers to frequently?
I think I am, but I don't know where he's getting 6 months from because it was only a few weeks.
Okay.
I wanted to clear up.
I wanted to clear up. Yeah.
Well, he probably didn't. Whitsitt probably didn't lie. He just forgot the story. He forgot how long. Wow.
Well, actually, Whitsitt's already been caught in so many lies. It isn't funny. But I'm not going to say anything else.
I get you. But
he double speaks a lot, dude.
Of course, I get you. But I mean, he was. If he's on about Dave, how does he know that it was? Why would he have to lie about the length of time? I don't know. Maybe I understand.
I don't think Dave. I don't think Dave is not really a friend of Whitsitt.
No, he's not. He's not. No, he's not a friend. No, he's definitely.
So he said, I got a friend that went to Antarctica. So in other words, Whitsitt's blowing smoke up everybody's ass.
Well, yeah, but what if it is? What if it isn't Dave he's talking about though?
I don't know.
Well,
let's ask Whitsitt.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I'm not defending Whitsitt. I mean, I know he double speaks, but I don't agree with him and everything. I agree with him in a lot of things, but not in everything. And I know he's spoken before.
I've listened to a lot of his debates, and what QE does is he clips out, like within the same sentence, he'll contradict himself about like the medium, light, ether, all that stuff, basically, because he has no evidence for what they call ether.
No, of course.
He's got to backtrack, and he doesn't realize what he's doing. He's thinking in real time and speaking at the same time. It just kind of flows out, and he doesn't realize it. He just contradicted himself. Like at first he did this in one sentence. He's like, light has no speed. Light's already there. And within like the next two sentences, he'll say, well, due to the speed of light, when we're doing interferometry, it didn't get there in time.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you just told everybody there's no speed of light. The medium is the light, yet the light traveled, and light doesn't travel in the same freaking 3 sentences you just spoke right out of your mouth.
I get it.
Yeah. Well,
I was just grabbing my phone because I've got to wait Vicky up.
Yeah. QE's got a nickname for him. He's a Boy Zero, the Sky Grifter.
Nice.
I said he looks like Luke Skywalker, man. Or what's the other one?
Right, here we go.
I hear people saying, I've heard a few people actually say that the guy who worked for NASA was in Antarctica. Anyways, that's why I wanted to clear up.
All right, so this was just a jokey thing, like I said earlier. Tommy, junior flight engineer. What an idiot!
Is that what he put up there? I'm not looking at it. Hold on.
And then he says subscribe. It's still got. Oh, it's not. It can't be there, Jack, because it's still got about 4 minutes to go. Surely.
Yeah.
A few things because I believe they're talking about.
Sorry.
This has nothing to do with Dave or his honesty.
No, of course it does.
It has everything to do with what people are saying about him, dude. They're slandering. They're slandering Dave, and Dave's just being honest.
Right. Absolutely.
David Beverley, Jesus Freak Computer Geek.
Yeah.
I believe it has to be. I don't know any other NASA employee that's a flat earther that went to Antarctica.
Right.
But I wanted to
don't
clear up a few things, before, so that if when people are mentioning that, I guess we would have to. 'Cause they never.
And what has that got to do with anything? Him playing guitar, saying, what's that got to do with anything? Just because he plays guitar in his church, that's him in action. That's just something to take the piss out of him because he's in a Christian church because you're not a Christian.
Well, I think they're all ass hurt because of Professor Dave.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but what an absolute prick. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Forgive me, Lord, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dave, as well. I knew Dave wouldn't like me calling him things like that. But,
well, Dave has nothing to do with the prick on the other end that's doing this video.
No, of course not. Of course he doesn't.
Forgive me, Lord.
Say your name. They always say, that the flat earther that was in Antarctica.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. And it could be somebody else. So What's it gets it if it's somebody else, I apologize. Or David Weiss, if it's somebody else,
I bet the rest of this is just going to be making fun. Oh, look, which is the bowling ball? And
that's just wrong, dude.
Of course it's wrong.
Apologize, but this is the only guy that I know that I've been talking to I've known for 3 years.
In this map, even our flat Earth model, even if, in my mind, if you were to find a 24-hour sun, doesn't necessarily prove that we're on a globe. By the way, I have a video. I'm not going to bother you guys with showing it right now. I have a video of a 24-hour sun that a guy had put out.
Whoa. I'm sorry. Hold on. Most flat earthers, what do you say about the flat earthers are fanatic about flat earth.
We are?
Most earthers are fanatic about flat earth. No, I'm sorry. It's the anti-flat earthers that are fanatic about flat earth, or else they wouldn't be doing hit pieces like that, or else they wouldn't be come chasing us on the shows and flatses and Nathans and QEs and all that stuff, being trolls in chat. And I don't go to their chat ever and troll and stuff like that.
No, and
it's got the obsession and are fanatic about flat earth. And you're saying that most flat earthers are fanatic about flat earth.
Well, what they're looking at is a social structure that we're actually developing, and they're trying to shut it down. They're trying to shut down any kind of society that's going to agree with what they see. They're trying to actually stop flat earth. And this is Congress, man. They've been pushing this crap since Google got a hold of it, and Congress said, tell them they're wrong. They don't want people to actually talk about the subject and socialize around this topic. They're trying to stop it. That's all I'm getting out of it, dude. They don't want anybody to be a flat earther. They don't want flat earth. They don't want anything to do with flat earth. They want to get rid of it. They want to sweep it under the rug, and it's not going to happen. It's a little too late. The cat's out of the bag. The dog's out of the house. They can't stop it. It's going to steamroll right through all this fodder, and they're doing everything they can and try to make us look like we're stupid in the process. So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, what I'll do after this finishes now, I'll have to go into the managed videos and I'll just at the guy, what's his name, Misinformation Agents, so he gets to see it. If he wants to see it, if he doesn't want to watch it, it's fine. I'm sure he'll come. I'm sure someone else will show him the websites and things like that.
Yeah, when if he does come and talk to us, all he's going to do is argue about gravity and how it.
Oh yeah. I don't want him to come and talk to us. I just want him to see the evidence, the evidence he missed out on. Because I dare say he's got 4 minutes. He's got 3 minutes to go. I dare say he's not going to go to
his website. No, he's not going to.
No,
he's just here to slander and make him look bad, dude. That's all.
Of course, there's no research in this at all. I mean, the only research he showed was his qualifications and where he worked at after and before NASA.
Yeah.
And then speculated that he didn't work in NASA. And then the thing is, if you go to the website, you'll see he worked in NASA and went to Antarctica. What an absolute loon, you muppet.
Yeah, he's not lying about what he did. That's my point. Okay.
What a bomb. An absolute rag stick.
Yeah.
What a bomb. Pani.
19. I have it right here on my computer. And it shows the camera spinning for 5 days, and it shows the sun, and it looks seamless. There's not a date time counter. That would have been nice. But here's the thing.
You know what video he's
Understand
talking
the
about.
globe Earth.
Sorry, misinformation agents. That's total projection. That's why flat Earth will come to nothing. Will amount to nothing. That is pure projection. Yeah, that's what he said in the subtitles at the bottom.
That's what he's hoping.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping. That's what he's hoping. That's pure projection, man.
Oh well.
Of the
Project
globe
on.
Earth.
Oh, well.
It's tilted at a 24-degree angle, according to what science teaches. So if in fact we've gone around in the orbital path and we're now the solar hemisphere is tilted more in the direction of the sun, the sun would not go in an even keeled, even flow around the surface in a circle. It would be more of an ellipse because you're leaning at 24 degrees.
And the parallel
So
light
as
that
you
comes in.
spin,
What
the
about
sun
that?
would dip below the.
He's right. It would. See, if you notice, you've got no subtitles up about that.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't really match up because they have to have parallel light because of the way shadows work. So they have to have the curve. But now that they don't have a curve, they have to obfuscate away from the whole idea. They're pointing to the sky again.
Of course.
Yeah, not to the earth and the shadows that are cast on the earth. And the moon does the same thing. The moon shadows are exactly the same. I love the moon shadow thing. It just proves that the light is not all parallel. It's diverging. And it's nonsense. Their model is nonsense. They gotta patch that thing together with all kinds of crap. It doesn't work. So yeah, flat Earth can't go anywhere because the Earth is flat. That's funny.
The horizon and come back up. And you get what I'm saying?
I do. The video you're talking about, I think, is a guy named Robert Schwartz.
It is Robert Schwartz. So you already know what I'm talking about. I got it right here if you want to see it.
Yeah. Again, this is up for debate, but he claims he filmed that actually at the pole, at the South Pole.
Right.
And so theoretically, if he was at the South Pole, it would look like that.
No, again, even if you're at the South Pole, you're at a 24-degree.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it would. It actually, if you watch the video, the sun does not move up or down. It would do the exact same thing that it would do at the north. It does at the north. When it goes to the north in the midnight sun at the north, it rises in elevation on the hour and lowers, but never sets. That's exactly what you would see in the southern hemisphere, but you don't get any of that. You have the picture is just completely level, and it looks like it's spliced together.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's spliced together. It doesn't. It does. When you see it in the Antarctic, you see it going up and down. You go see it going. It's like it goes up. It's like it's corrugated. Goes in the corrugated kind of thing. But you're right. Yeah. And the fake ones, it's always same.
It would have
on a tripod. It doesn't seem level.
It would do the exact same thing it does in the north, but it would be at the other angle. But you would have a rise in elevation and a lower in elevation because of the tilt. Yeah. So
instead of like that, it'd be going like that.
Yeah. You get it at degrees higher and lower during the day. Not a set. It would, and the way the analemma works, it would go up and down, but it wouldn't set. But that in that video, the sun stays at the same altitude the whole time.
All the time.
So
first of
what
all,
are they smacking their
no
head for?
one has gone outside of the Earth and taken a picture. No one. That's a fallacy. Okay. And so that whole picture that I'm saying, picture in your mind, in itself is a fallacy. It wouldn't do that. It would. Listen, there's no such thing as the South Pole.
Why, if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica and we figure that out in December, why would that not change your position?
Because I don't know really what the reason is. See, I don't really know how there would be a 24-hour sun. I don't know. Okay, I do
There isn't
know
one.
that almost every aspect of our lives in this world is deception. I do know that what we've been told about the cosmological construct of our world is deception. Just because I don't understand how.
See, just pure slander. I'm a moron posing as an ex-NASA employee or whatever.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Oh, how you know? Yeah, how you know misinformation? Oh, okay. I didn't know you. Did you know Dave when you worked there? Did you have misinformation?
Yeah, there's another hit piece. Yeah, that's all he's
Just
doing.
another piece, just from a lower gadget, just
Trying to
from
make him
someone that's not someone that hasn't got as many subs as Tyler Oliveira or who was the other dude, or Logan Paul when he did the hit piece on Flat Earth as well, or whatever.
Yeah, so they attacked the
someone with less subscribers, but it's a hit piece nonetheless.
They call that an ad hominem. I think it's called attacking the person instead of attacking the argument.
That's what you call an ad hominem. Yeah, insulting the person in the argument rather than the argument itself.
You got to address the argument.
That's right. That's right.
Something works doesn't mean, well, I throw everything else away. That's not going to shake up my understanding. What I don't understand is not going to shake up what I already understand. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. I think that you'll find on the Globe side, they probably are using the same argument. Like they would say, just because we don't understand how you can have gas pressure in a vacuum doesn't mean we're going to throw out everything else.
As you can see, any
What was
evidence
everything else again?
brought by flat earthers.
Sorry?
What was everything else that they're throwing out again? So far, we've debunked most of their claims. So what are they going to throw out?
I know.
Okay. So, gravity just is there. We know it. It's right behind you, Dave, in that picture. That's gravity. That's completely a scientific way of looking at things.
Absolutely. Right, this has got about 40 seconds to go. Let's get it finished.
Can be easily debunked, even when people try to provide themselves with some kind of authority as the evidence. So the next time you hear any...
Okay, right. Okay, those three people you put up there, yes, they might be classed as a little bit shifty, but you can't put David in there. What an absolute hit piece. To put them three there and then include David in with it. What an absolute hit piece.
clown like Bledsoe or Whitson gets it, you as a friend that worked in NASA.
So he mentions Flatsoy, but doesn't put a picture of him in there. What's a numpty?
If you haven't noticed,
David Weiss is Flatsoid, and if he thinks Jaron is Michael.
Yeah. So if you haven't noticed, who's been involved in all these hit pieces for the most part ever since Netflix and all the rest? Who's the one person, the crowning achievement to all of these hit pieces? That would be Jaron. He's been involved in all of it.
I was going to say I've got my cursor circling around his face, but you can't see it because it's not a share, it's a video share. Yeah, Jaron, yeah, absolutely.
Well, even Nathan warned him before, and so did everybody on the FED panel. Tried to go to him and said, "Don't do this, dude. Don't. They're going to make you look like a fool." And he went ahead and did it anyway.
Yep, absolutely.
The earth is flat, point him to the truth. Point him to this video, and let's see what lie they will invent next. Also, since you like this video...
That's it. No, I don't want to hear it. No, since you like this video, I don't like this video. I think it's an absolute joke of a video. And goodbye. And you are full of crap, dude. So conclusion is you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. And the ultimate conclusion is you do not know how to research. What the crap? You weren't bothered about researching. All you were bothered about was getting a little narrative out there, a little hit piece for your own agenda.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's gonna make money off of this. So there's a lot of idiots out there gonna watch this. Yeah.
Of course he is. It's a bloody hit piece. What an absolute joke. And if that was serious research, wow. Wow. Why didn't you put as much energy into your research as you did your editing? Wow.
I don't know. It's all about the video.
Of course. Right. That's it, guys. Not that many people, or someone watching, like, but not many in chat. Ollie's in there and that. But yeah, nice one, guys, for coming. I will be on this afternoon for the second part. I was going to do that this morning until this came in my lap last night after Fats's interview. So I will be on this afternoon, probably about 3 o'clock GMT.
So Saab's doing a show tonight?
That's about about 4.5 hours away. 4.5 hours away I'll be on. With the second part to the Tyler Oliveira drugs in every drug, all drugs legal in the country. What did he do? He investigated the country, allegedly.
And Flat's always doing a show tomorrow too, right?
He'll be doing one tonight.
Oh yeah, well, but I'm thinking tomorrow for me.
Oh right, okay, yes,
Or
absolutely.
today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was thinking. I thought you might have thought I was doing tonight for me because I said I was doing this afternoon, but no.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, no, Flats will be on after. I'll just be yes. I'll be on in about 4.5 hours. Flats will be on in 8.5 hours.
And that'll be 1 o'clock Central Mountain Time for me.
Central Mountain Time.
Yeah, that's what they say it's here. I'm in the Central Mountain Time in Denver. So
nice. Right.
In Arizona, where I live before I lived here, they don't do daylight savings at all, so it stays at Central Mountain Time all the time.
Ah, got it. Yeah.
So Arizona is our central time piece.
Yeah.
Weird, huh? Yeah.
Absolutely.
The only place in the world that doesn't set their clocks forward or back.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So your time stays the same.
Well, what's it? Flats doesn't have daylight savings.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I didn't know that about South Africa.
Yeah, they don't have it in South Africa either.
That's good.
It's good. I mean, it's with the daylight savings anyway.
It makes it easier. You don't have to worry about whether you're going to be late or early when the seasons change. You're right there all at the same time. Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. But anyway, nice one for coming, guys. Nice one, Roger. Like I said, his conclusion is he doesn't know how to research, and he's an absolute joke. With them, willful ignorance is prevalent in that one, young master.
If I could hold their face to it, and like you don't have no proof of half of your claims that you throw out there, you're just making observations, nothing to do with science at all, I would. But I can't make everybody see this. So.
That's it.
Some people won't get it, and some people do.
That's right, dude. That's right. But it's a learning journey, and so
a learning curve. Yeah, like some people are just like the willful. What do you call it? Willing ignorance. Willful ignorance. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Willful ignorance. Okay.
Willful ignorance. Yeah.
Oh, Vicky's just come in just as we're finishing. Hey, baby.
Hello.
I was just
Vicky.
Hiya.
I was just finishing off with Mr. Super Sidewinder, then I was about to ring you.
Oh.
Because you said you needed to get up at 10:30.
I did. I'm up.
So I did that.
That break for YouTube's still paying off, ain't it?
I had to do my injection yesterday, and it makes me feel like crap.
I know it does. How are you feeling now?
Right, I've just woke up, so.
So I'm just going to say, because this landed in my lap last night, I had to get this done. So I've got the second part of the Tyler Oliveira to do, so I'm going to do that this afternoon. But about 3 o'clock. If you want to, it's up to you.
At 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
An hour later than normal.
Aye.
Because I need a nap. Because I've been awake for ages. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll do that this afternoon and get the rest of that. Well, whether I get it finished or not, I don't know. It's a 50-minute video and we only got 20 minutes in, I think. If that. No, not even that. We were just about to go to Portugal after being in Oregon. Right, it's Mr. Super Sidewinder on. Aye?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, it's Another Brick in the Wall by Mr. Super Sidewinder and Gabriela Quevedo. Let's do it. as usual. As usual. Fantastic. I love I like that track. I love that track. Everybody loves Pink Floyd, don't they? Everybody loves Pink Floyd. I was one dude that experimented with LSD quite a lot, man. Got stuck in a trip for a long time, he did, didn't he? But nice one, guys.
Oh yeah.
He did. He got stuck in a trip for a long time, didn't he?
And now I want to go beat teachers up.
Yes. Nice one, guys, for turning up. Bless you. Thank you, Mr. Super Sidewinder, for the song. Nice one for turning up, Roger. Bless you guys, and I'll see you in about 4.5 hours, something like that, guys. Bless you guys. Near the sunset's free. It's free. Indeedy.
Indeed.
Ta-da.
Bye, guys. That was a wonderful stream, PJ.
Pretty good, wasn't it? Pretty good.
I went to bed.
Oh, hold on, we're still streaming. I pressed stop. I pressed end twice, but I pressed it in the wrong place. Numpty. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
The sunset's free. It's free.
It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Bless you guys.
Night.